Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank. To Tipoff on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
Welcome to Urbandale. Brandon Lewis with you tonight for a girls-boys doubleheader as the Urbandale Jayhawks play host to your Marshalltown Bobcats. Coming up on the countdown to tip-off, our Cat Connection and a pregame chat with head girls basketball coach Brian Murphy. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Honest Heating and Cooling wants you to save your hard-earned money for the holidays, not a service call. So change the batteries in your thermostat and hit that furnace filter while you're at it. Then a quick check of your furnace vent pipe to be sure it's free of debris. Do you have a carbon monoxide detector? You should, on every floor. So until the new year, Honest Heating and Cooling is offering a 10% discount on installations, low-level carbon monoxide safety equipment, and even service calls just in case. Happy holidays from Honest Heating and Cooling.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Welcome back into the countdown to tip-off right here on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis, now joined by Sydney Capeyu for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Sydney, last year, your freshman season, 5 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. Where we saw you a year ago compared to where you ended the season, not night and day because you came in with a lot of talent. I know you have a basketball background in your family, but you seem to be more confident, a little more physical by the end of the year. How much did you learn in that first year at the varsity level?
I learned a lot, especially coming from the first Saltama game. There was a lot of mistakes on my part. Definitely just learned to handle the ball better, got more confident. I knew I could drive in. I got better on my shooting over the summer. Just really put in the work and just makes me more confident in my skill.
Yeah. How'd you work on your shot over the summer?
Just reps every day. Every day after work, just go to the Y, put up like 15, 20 shots at each spot in the three. Just really work on my jump shot, laying the ball up. Just that's what made me more confident, for sure.
How much do you think it's important to have that post presence in your game? Because Ellie Hughes obviously down there, and then you've got Frankie, the freshman, who you're going to probably be teaching a little bit down there as well. It seems like this might be some of the better post players we've seen at the Bobcat girls basketball team in some time.
I definitely miss playing post. Shooting threes is more like Drake's thing. I've always liked just put me in the post. I can post up. Yeah. Just give me the ball. Shooting, it's definitely pushing me out of my comfort zone a little bit. But Drake's talking me through it, helping me with it. It's definitely a change. I wish I could go back, but as part of being a leader, being older, it's something I have to adapt to, just work with it. And it's fine, honestly, but yeah, it's a big change.
Yeah. Looking back to your brother, Drake Capeyu, who you mentioned, alluded to, one of the purest shots. It was almost like at times we need to say, okay, Drake, just take a shot here. It's all yours, because he was such an unselfish basketball player. That side is so important, too. It's not only can you make the shots, but can you maybe make an extra pass or two that gets you an even better look, right?
Yeah. Definitely, that's how I play my game sometimes. I might have an open shot, but I'm always looking for that quick pass to Frankie or Millie or Georgia. See if I drive in, kick the ball out. Just looking for the open spots, open places on the court to try to get easy points rather than me trying to force a shot. Makes more sense.
How exciting is it knowing that this year's team bringing back a lot of pieces from last year's?
It's actually really nice, and this year we're really tall in size. We're averaging, I think our shortest player is like maybe 5'5". It's a lot. I honestly like it a lot better because last year we were really kind of short. It was really just like me and Amaya as our tallest people, or Millie. But now we have Frankie, and I feel like it's going to be a lot better with like rebounding and points in the paint.
Yeah, when I saw Frankie walk in the other day, I'm like, that's a noticeable presence down in the paint.
Yeah, it is. And she's honestly really been working towards it. She's really strong down there. She can really get rebounds. She just really has to focus on being like more aggressive. Like, you're big. So like stay down there. The paint is yours. You're 6'2". There's not a lot of 6'2" girls out there. So, yeah.
Another question for you here as far as heading into this season. You look at, the younger like Frankie, taking them under their wing. How much does it take to kind of just work through some of those things? Because, like you mentioned, playing last year as a freshman, but then also not only that school side, but then you have the weightlifting and training aspect, which I'm sure only helps you, with that physicality side.
Yeah, it's really stressful coming in last year, especially as a starting freshman. It was a lot of pressure, because of Drake's name. People expect me to be this, like, big star. But, as a freshman coming up on varsity, just really take it one day at a time. Just listen to your coaches, your teammates. They really help you through it a lot. I've kind of been, like, guiding Frankie. Sometimes she seems lost, but I understand that. It's the same thing I went through last year. But, yeah, it's honestly not that hard once you get the hang of things.
Biggest goal you have for yourself heading into this season?
I'd for sure say, even though I'm considered more of a guard position this year, definitely look for openings in the paint. Because I still was working on like driving in, my moves in the paint. That still doesn't go away just because I'm more on like the outskirts of the.
Well, best of luck this year, Sydney. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, it's Sydney Capeyu with our Cat Connection here on KFJB-TV.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
Welcome back into the Countdown to Tip-Off. It is our Exterior Plus Home Remodeling pregame chat with head coach Brian Murphy for the girls basketball squad. Busy week for you, coach, coming off a loss last night at home against the Newton Cardinals. Boy, your ladies really battled tough in that one. Just seemed like the turnovers, I know 32 averaging a game, kind of what you did last year, but you look year over year statistically, your team better in almost every category. Points per game, free throw shooting, just that kind of that final piece right now. I guess kind of what sticks out in your mind on cutting down on some of those turnovers, because it seems like that could be the real turning point this season.
For sure. And you can see right now with a lot of our younger players especially, we are moving faster than our brains can react, where the game hasn't slowed down enough, where we're trying to do too many things at once instead of catching the ball, taking a breath, recognizing what the next play is a little bit. And I think that's going to come especially as we mature as a team. So just making better, more sound, more patient decisions goes a long way instead of trying to force, the amazing pass every time. Settle for a good pass and keep the offense going.
It's been really fun to see the maturation of Georgia Jansen, to see her 10 points. She comes in with block shots and steals, really doing a nice job, I noticed, on the defensive side and rebounding category. How impressive have you been to see kind of maybe from the attributes side as well, maybe getting, the training side and improving on that, her overall game improvement?
Yeah, we've been joking with her that, last year we wanted soccer Georgia to come out, and this year it has. I mean, she is a really prolific defender in soccer, and she's starting to show that on defense, on basketball defense. Her anticipation is really, really strong. She's quick, she's long. She's pretty good about getting straight up. So, she's got some really good defensive instincts, and certainly the more we can get her to the rim, attacking the glass, and taking advantage of that length is something that's going to continue to kind of add that next level to her game.
Last night, some really good things, including Kinsley Bowie, who got playing time for the first time this season, working her way back from an injury. 7 points, 3 assists for you. Might not see her as much here tonight, but kind of talk about that approach in getting her back from injury, but also knowing you saw a good performance last night out of her.
Yeah, for sure. And that was exactly why we were looking forward to get Kinsley back. She's a great shooter. She's the type of kid that we've told her, she has the greenest light you could imagine, where if she's got any space, we want shots going up from her, because she's got great form, great consistency. And the other thing is, as a team, shots going in is contagious. And you could see as soon as that first one down went for her, everybody else kind of felt that inspiration as well. And so, we hit more threes last night than we did in the first few games combined. A lot of it came from that first one she knocked down, build up the energy for everybody else. And that's something we need from all of our leaders is, getting that energy going by being the one that sparks the run and sparks the energy, kind of gets things moving.
Urbandale you faced twice last year, so you're definitely familiar with them, an old CIML foe. You come in this year, it's a totally new Urbandale squad. Devin Carlisle, she was a sophomore, really integral player last year for Urbandale. She's now at Dallas Center Grimes. They've got some new faces in there. What kind of scares you a little bit about Urbandale, or something you can kind of take an attack?
Yeah, it's always interesting where, year to year, so they've got a new coach as well. Yeah. And so last year when we faced them, it was 1-3-1 the whole game. We knew exactly what to expect, but they were tough at it. This year they're a little bit less stagnant that way, as far as they're a little bit more dynamic in some of their approaches. But, a lot of their basics apply. They've got some good length. They've got girls that attack the rim hard. They move the ball around. They shoot about 37% from three. So we got to make sure we respect their shooters. And ultimately for us, our focus tonight is really improving on the things we've got to control. Number one for us, you said it, take care of the ball. We know they're going to be physical defensively, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. We just have to make sure we respond. And the defensively, we're going to have to be really tight on communication, because they do a good job of getting the ball inside, kicking back out, and swing to the open shooter. So we got to make sure we communicate and close out quick enough to contest, and then not allow those second chance opportunities.
Speaking of those second chance opportunities, you've got quite a few lately out of Frankie Long. 6 offensive rebounds recently from her. What do you expect out of a freshman in a game like this? It's kind of those baby steps for the freshman, but also she's been a really good presence, rebounding plus 10 a game for you. Yeah,
we were just talking on the bus on the way here. I don't remember the last time we had somebody averaging double figures, and she's sitting at about 11 a game for a player coming off the bench. So, she's a high-impact player, and the great thing with her is you can see those, even within a game, kind of get more comfortable, get more aggressive, and it's something I think we're going to continue to see from her as she gets more and more experience, and recognizing that she's allowed to be more physical than maybe she was at a younger age, and so she can embrace some of that physicality and go up through the contact and initiate contact. So we're really excited about her start, and looking forward to continue to see her develop.
That is for sure. Good one tonight in the Des Moines Metro. We're at Urbandale tonight, the Jayhawks and the Bobcats. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that is head coach Brian Murphy for the Bobcats. Starters coming up next, as we'll get those to you right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
Back in at Urbandale High School, Brandon Lewis with you tonight on KFJB-TV. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises. Let Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. First off for the Urbandale Jayhawks here tonight behind first-year head coach Joey Aguirre. Going to be number 13, Maddie Stetler, getting the start tonight, 6.3 points per game. Coming into this one, Ella Schott, number 14, a sophomore guard, 3.3 points per game. Number 21, Ava Wattier, 6.3 points per game and a sophomore. Number 22, Bree Tigas, and 5.7 points per game. She had 13 points in this meeting a year ago in the playoff game against the Bobcats. Number 33, Delaney Peterson, 3.3 points per game. She is a senior, rounds out the lineup for the Urbandale Jayhawks. Meanwhile, for your Marshalltown Bobcats, it'll be Aubrey Tejada, Millie Heitman, Georgia Jansen, Sydney Capeyu, Ellie Hughes getting the start. And Georgia Jansen, as we alluded to with Coach, coming in 10 points on the season, 13 rebounds, 7 steals, and 6 blocks so far on the season. Bobcats behind head coach Brian Murphy, 1-2 on the season, and the Urbandale Jayhawks are 1-2 as well. We'll step aside for the national anthem as Tipoff is next, right here on your home for the Cats. News Talk 1230 KFJB, AM 93.9 FM, and also right here on KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Welcome back to Urbandale High School. Brandon Lewis with you. Our producer on site is Todd Steinkamp. Jesse DeMeyer as well as Keith Stewart on camera. Our producer back at the KFJB radio studios, Jeff Brooks. It is the Bobcats in their red tops and bottoms, blue numbers outlined in white against the Urbandale Jayhawks. White tops and bottoms, blue numbers here inside their home court. These two teams matched up twice last season, once in the playoffs in the regular season. It was a 46-11 playoff win in 5A region number 6 last year for the Urbandale Jayhawks. A little bit of a lot of new faces, I guess you could say, on the Urbandale side of things. As we've also said, for the Bobcat ladies, a lot of young faces for them as they continue to grow. Here on the opening possession as Urbandale wins the tip, and we get a jump ball, and it should be a possession arrow Bobcat basketball as the Bobcats get a tie-up down low. Good job right there, trying to hustle, get the rebound, and the Bobcats end up turning over the Jayhawks and get the ball back as Millie Heitman will be the one to inbound here. She'll inbound to Sydney Capeyu. Gets it right back to Millie Heitman. Got to get over the timeline. They do. Up to Aubrey Tejada. And now over to Sydney Capeyu. She'll control the point at the top. Trying to get over the right wing. It's picked up by Urbandale. They'll take it all the way. Boy, that was a travel. About 4 steps taken by the Urbandale Jayhawk on the run right there in Wadier. But not a turnover. And that's going to be a double dribble on Tejada. She already had dribbled. Picked her dribble up and started again. And a very sloppy start for the Jayhawks and the Bobcats here tonight. Well, teams come in at 1-2 on the season. Bobcats in their last 2 games, losses as Heitman tracks down a ball in the backcourt, in the front court now, in the Jayhawks backcourt. Around the perimeter, the Bobcats go. Tejada swings it back to Capeyu on the right wing. Looking back door. Nice cut by Heitman. Uses a glass. Count the bucket. It's good. And a foul is called. Heitman for 2. And the Bobcats take the early lead with 6:48 in the opening quarter of play. But as I was going to allude to, the Bobcats, the last 2 games, they've dropped after winning their opening season game against the South Tama Trojans. Fell Tuesday night, 46-13 to Roosevelt. And then fell last night against Newton by final score 43-33. Heitman missed the free throw, got the rebound, tries for the putback, but she turns it over as she traveled with it. And the Bobcats will hold on to a 2-0 lead with 6:44 in the opening quarter of play here tonight in Urbandale. Jayhawks with the basketball. Move right to left on your radio dial and on your TV screen here on KFJB-TV. Runner in the paint down to the right block. A foul's going to be called as the Bobcats get a little bit too much on Bree Tigas. Foul will be on Georgia Jansen, as that will be her first foul of the night. First team foul on the Bobcats. 2 shots to come for Tigas here, and the first one will rattle in and out. It is no good. Tigas so far on the season, 75% free throw shooter, a senior. She had 13 points, 4 assists in last year's playoff matchup between these 2 teams. Splits them at the line, and Urbandale is on the board. 2-1 our score. Heitman hits the ball back after inbounding. Sydney Capeyu will take it up far sideline. Picks up a dribble on the left wing, gets it to Tejada. Ellie Hughes at the free throw line to Heitman. Now back to Hughes, down to the right block, uses the glass, pops off the left side of the iron. No good. Rebound, Jayhawks. Just about 2 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. Drive down the left side of the paint, and the Jayhawks take the lead. Maddie Stutler with a good play by the upperclassman, the junior, with a 2-point bucket. Just a good drive right there, very decisive. And get down to the left block. Georgia Jansen with a shot from the far side. They ruled it a shot. I almost think that was a pass. They were trying to go backside down low. I think that might have been, Georgia Jansen was the intended target. Tejada was the one fouled. As a foul comes in on Maddie Stutler, that'll be her first of the night. And we're knotted up at 3-piece as Tejada knocks down the first free throw. So far this season has split her free throw opportunities. Second one to come here for the 5'5" senior in Tejada. 5:55 stopped on the clock. It'll count now as the second free throw is missed. No good. And we're still tied at 3 here in the opening quarter of play on the road in Urbandale. Almost a turnover by Urbandale, but they keep it alive. Get it down low to Lawrence Salmon. And around the perimeter, will back it out up high. Ella shot. Left wing picks up her dribble, hands it off to Wadier. Out of the free throw line. Back door, good pass, but too strong in the shot by Salmon. The Bobcats get the rebound. Ellie Hughes up to Heitman. Heitman brings it over the timeline. She is going to be trapped up high. It's a turnover. Heitman will get back on defense. He gets in there, guards against Wadier, but the layup is good for two, and Urbandale back on top, 5-3. Tejada looks down low to Georgia Jansen, left block. Turnaround jumper's no good. Ellie Hughes flies in for the rebound. It's last off her, out of bounds. Back to the Jayhawks with just under 5 to go in the first quarter. Tanya Mora will check in for the Bobcats. Tejada will check out. Stetler will inbound for the Jayhawks. Shot will bring it up over the timeline. Near side corner to Salmon. Lose the basketball. Capeyu is there to pick it up. Turnover, Jayhawks. Heitman will push the ball. Down to the right block she goes. She'll lose her dribble. Turns around, tries to find Capeyu, but it's picked off. Boy, sloppy ball control by the Bobcats and the Jayhawks early on here. Shot inside. Well, that's got to be a travel. Yep. Salmon missed her shot, followed it, got the rebound, but took about 3 steps as she was trying to move herself closer to the bucket. Mora inbounds to Heitman. Frankie Long is checked in. 11 rebounds per game. Huge centerpiece down in the paint. Turnover Bobcats. Hughes threw it away. Hesitation and a drive by Salmon. Kick out. Left wing. Wadier, 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. A couple Jayhawks crash the boards, though, and beat out 3 Bobcats. Backdoor right block. Heitman cuts off the angle. The jumper inside is no good, and another putback. Wadier got the ball down to the right block. She missed it. The rebound putback was by Delaney Peterson. Her shot was no good, but she does get 2 free throws. It was a shooting foul. So the senior will head to the line. 3:55 on the clock here in the opening quarter of play. First free throw by Peterson is up and good. Coming in on the season, has not attempted a free throw.
There's something wrong down here. So.
She knocked down the first one. 6-3 is our count. Second free throw pops in and out, and no good. Last touch by the Jayhawks, so Peterson will split them. And the Bobcats with the ball back, down by 3. Last night, the Bobcats took on Newton. Way too many turnovers. Lost that category. 33 turnovers last night for the Bobcats. That's one thing. Bobcats almost turned it over here, as that one was blocked by Reese DeVote. And it'll be last off Urbandale as it went into the backcourt. So Bobcats get bailed out right there, luckily, as they almost turned it over again here in the first quarter. But even if the Bobcats would just cut down the turnovers by 10, get themselves a little bit more in games. But once those turnovers start to pile up, it just becomes way too much. Inbound, almost dangerous play. Capeyu has it almost ripped away, but she keeps it. And a timeout in the backcourt is going to be called by head coach Brian Murphy. Bobcats down by 3. They take a timeout with 3:31 first quarter on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Hi, I'm Amira Johnson, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Bobcats down by 3:31 first quarter on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you in Urbandale tonight. As we were going to timeout there, I was mentioning last game for the Bobcats is they're looking to get back to 500 tonight. They're 1-2 so far. They're 0-2 this week with losses to Roosevelt Newton. Last night the Bobcats with 33 turnovers. They turn over right here. Urbandale takes it in for the layup. Salmon with the 2-point bucket. She has her first of the night. It's 8-3 Jayhawks. Last night, Bobcats did win the rebounding category, though, 31-27. That's a really strong area for them so far this season. And Moore is going to travel with it. Another turnover. Bobcats already with nearly 10 turnovers in this first quarter alone. I'd say about 90% of the turnovers this year, though, in games we've seen, a lot of the turnovers are happening in the first quarter. And the Bobcats start to get a little more comfortable as the game goes along. But here tonight on the road, find themselves down 8-3. A runner down low at the right block by Mariah Dixon, who's checked in for Urbandale. Misses the shot. Bobcats going for the rebound. And Delaney Peterson fouls, and she quickly picks up her second foul of the night. Third Urbandale foul of the night as well. Long gets the inbounds pass and double dribble. That's where, again, the game just gets moving way too quickly. You have 10 seconds. Use all of it to get over to the timeline. Long guards as the inbound goes to Peterson down to the right block. Her jumper's no good. Capello there backside for the rebound. She gets it over the 10-second line, cuts to the top of the key, now down the left side of the paint. Boy, a big-time collision. Blocking foul. Late step in by Delaney Peterson. That's her third. She just picked up her second a couple seconds ago. And we'll see a substitution as Bree Tiggis checks back into the game, and Danielson will be out. Moore is out as Georgia Jansen checks back in for the Bobcats. So Jansen, Heitman, Capello, as well as the two freshmen, Johnson and Long, in the game for the red and blue. Johnson picks up her dribble, right wing, gets it to Heitman, top of the key. Flails a pass down to Long, right block, turn around, good move to kind of inch her way in there, hangs on the iron, and Long has two as it falls in. Averaging 6.7 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game. Frankie Long doing a great job. There she steps in. Oh, man, they're going to rule that a blocking foul. Long puts her hands up. I thought she was pretty set right there, but Tiggis, the bucket was no good, so the score's still 8-5 as the Bobcats trailing. Tiggis to the line for two. Long with two fouls to her name. Third Bobcat foul of the first quarter. And Tiggis is now 2 of 3 at the free throw line, her second trip. Holds the pose, and so does the ball. Holds on the iron, and Tiggis nails both free throws. Jayhawks up by 5. Backcourt pressure being put on here. Heitman can use a little more of the baseline there. Inbounds to Johnson. Johnson spins over the timeline into the front court, picks up her dribble on the right block. Over to Long. Long dribbling down to the right block. Turnaround, slow move. Steps in between two Jayhawks, though. Count the free throws right there. Don't count the bucket, but she will earn herself a trip to the free throw line. It is a shooting foul. That's what I was going to say. They count the shooting foul. Foul comes in on DeVote, and that'll be her first foul of the night. Long's free throws up and good. She has 3 points to her name tonight. Frankie Long, 46% free throw shooter on the season coming into action tonight. A 6'1" freshman. Last night, 5 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 of those 13 were on the offensive side. Huge to keep the Bobcats in that game. We have a lane violation, and I'm not sure. I think it might be on Urbandale. Mariah Dixon, I think, got into the paint early, so that will be an extra free throw for Long. She did miss that one. So an opportunity to make it right here on the second free throw, and she will. Makes the Jayhawks pay. Bobcats back within 3. 10-7 our score. Under 2 minutes to go first quarter. Spin move in the paint for Urbandale. Shot pops in and out, no good by Stutler. And a rebound by Long. She's going to be fouled. And we've got free throws as the Jayhawks in 5+ category here. And the foul's going to come in on Dixon. So 10-7 our score, and Frankie Long to the line again. And that one will be missed. 2 of 3 at the stripe tonight for Frankie Long. Reese DeVoe will check out into the matchup as Ella Schott. 14, the sophomore checks in for the Jayhawks stir the timeout. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Long to get the Bobcats back within 2. And she will. That'll see in the next one. 3 of 4 at the stripe tonight for Frankie Long. 9 points in the game for the freshman. Right block. Jansen's going to pick up a foul. Boy, we are seeing a lot of whistles now. Bree Tigas took it to the backboard. Missed the shot, but earns a trip to the free throw line. 2 free throws. Georgia Jansen with 2 fouls now. So Jansen and Long, the only 2 to pick up fouls tonight for the Bobcats, but both have 2 to their name as Tigas rattles home the first one. She has 4 points. She's 4 of 5 at the free throw stripe. Jansen checks out for the Bobcats. Ellie Hughes is back in. And Tigas has a second one coming into the game. Like I mentioned earlier, 75% free throw shooter. Makes it happen. 12-8. Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats. Ellie Hughes down to the right block, travels with it. Got a little tied up by the Jayhawk defense, so that didn't help matters. 90 seconds remaining in the first. Jayhawks into the front court. Far side, Dixon, right wing. She was cutting, nothing there open for her. Now baseline drive. Kick out left wing. 2 Jayhawks fight over it. Dixon 3, near side corner, air ball. Long rebound. Gets it to the freshman teammate in Mara Johnson. She'll run the point, has her pocket picked by Dixon. Didn't have her head up. Freshman on freshman there. Up court, Sydney Capello, extra pass. She should have just taken him herself. Not a second guess. I get she was trying to look for Ellie Hughes, but she had a lady right in front of her. Good defense by the Jayhawks out on Urbandale, so Bobcats will retain possession with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Johnson looking for something, and trying to go for Sydney Capello, and it's a straight pick by Wadier. Turnover again on the Bobcats. Tigas goes inside hard to the right block, and that will be a foul on the Bobcats. No good on the shot by Tigas, but she's earned herself quite a few trips. This will be the 4th trip to the free throw line. Tigas knocks down the first. 13-8 Jayhawks. Second one, good as well. 7 of 8 at the free throw line. Bobcats will be up by 1 if she's not been fouled tonight. Bobcats turn it over again, but Heitman gets a turnover herself as Dixon was not able to get there for the Jayhawks. Capello inside the right wing, it's no good. Long jumper, she'll clap her hands, get back on defense. Here comes Dixon in transition. Layup is no good for the right side as she stepped in between 2 Bobcats. Final 10 seconds belong to the Bobcats here in the first quarter. Capello was open for a 3, didn't take it. Heitman holds. 5 seconds. 2 seconds. Long 3. And it's off the front of the iron. No good by Frankie Long. 14-8, Bobcats trailing by 6. We head to the second on KFJB-TV.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Hey Bobcat Nation, my name is Tanya Moore and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Bobcats on the road tonight on a Friday showcase. 14-8 the score is Bobcats trailing the Jayhawks. Time for a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. For Central State Bank, discover what they can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Roland Story leading West Marshall 13-5 in the second quarter. Dowling leading Centennial 7-6 halfway through the first. Nevada currently leading Perry after one quarter 12-4. And Fort Dodge leading Ames in Iowa Lions Conference action tonight 9-1 with 1:48 left in the first. Scoreboard updates all brought to you by Central State Bank. Thanks to Jeff Brooks, our producer back at the radio studios. Help with our scores tonight. Yep, up on the Marshalltown Ivy scoreboard, Cats down by 6. Jayhawk basketball out of the quarter break. Take us up high, has the basketball. She'll roll down to left block. They try to go back door. It was almost cut off. Wadier lost it. Travel out there on the right wing by Stetler. Turnover Jayhawks. Bobcat basketball. Substitution as Aubrey Tejada will check back in for the freshman Amara Johnson. Heitman will bring it up court. She's going to be trapped. Gets it to Hughes, and the pass is a turnover. Coast to coast, a layup is missed by Wadier. Tigas steps in there. And she has her first field goal of the night. She has 9 points, but 7 of the 9 have come at the free throw stripe. And now Tejada throws it to the Jayhawks. They'll come the other way. Count the bucket. Alice shot, picked it off, took it all the way in, and is fouled on the way as the layup is good. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead for the Jayhawks and an opportunity to add on it here at the free throw stripe for a shot. A 33% free throw shooter on the season coming into this one. And she'll rattle in the and one. Now low to Georgia Jansen for the Bobcats as they get into the front courts. Capello open left wing three, and that's off the mark. Rebound by Stetler underneath the hoop. 11-point lead for the Jayhawks. 3 near side corner. 3 is no good. It pops in and out. Wadier with that attempt from the near side. Heitman up to Jansen left wing. Jansen picks up the dribble. Down to Hughes. Now back to Jansen. Baseline drive. Runner skims off the iron. No good. Tigas kind of ruts around there with Jansen to get that rebound. 6.5 minutes, second quarter. 3 again. This time, not going to go. Putback is no good as Wadier missed again on a 3. Peterson got the rebound, and the putback was no good. Bobcats got the ball, but then turn it right back over to Urbandale. Shot will get the inbounds pass after the Bobcat turnover. And a good play. She passes down to Salmon. And Salmon uses the glass, puts it in for 2. It's now 21-8. Jayhawks on top of the Cats on KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Sydney DeFeo and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
21-8 our score, second quarter, 6:05 here on KFJB-TV on the Friday Showcase. Coming up, it is the boys' game after this one, as Urbandale is 0-1. The Bobcats are 0-2 after a couple of season-opening losses for the Bobcats. Blown out by Roosevelt as well as Newton last night. And so the Bobcats looking to get back on track against Urbandale, who lost their home opener, or season, well, it was a home opener as well, to Centennial on Tuesday night, 64-51. Centennial, pretty good team, but lost to them on Tuesday night. Bobcats with the basketball. The inbound after the timeout taken by head coach Brian Murphy. Tejada into the front court. Lose the basketball behind her. Picks it back up, almost had it taken away, and that's going to be a travel. Tejada shuffled her feet and then passed. Ella's shot. Passes far side. Stetler drives, now kicks back to Tigges, who trades places with her in the far side corner. Three is no good. Rebound, rattles out to Tejada at the free throw stripe. Lily Heitman backs it out as she was sensing maybe a little bit of pressure. 3 seconds in the paint. Bobcats were camping out, and a turnover on offense again. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter, 21-8 the score. Urbandale on top. It was tight in that first quarter, but Bobcats just too many turnovers and too many fouls. Urbandale with 10 free throw attempts in that first quarter alone. Shot off the mark by the Bobcats. Urbandale got the rebound. Shot takes it up court. They have to slow down as she lost it. Now Tigges, another right block, travels. And a turnover on the Jayhawks, back to the Bobcats. 4:52 in the second quarter, 21-8. Johnson trapped up high in the front court. And a timeout's going to have to be called. Bobcats will have 20 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. 4:36 second quarter. Cats down 21-8.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
Hey Bobcat Nation, I'm Lily Heitman and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
21-8 out of the timeout. Bobcats with the basketball. Georgia Jansen, long three. It is not going to draw iron, but Heitman is there for the rebound. Shot clock reset. They're going to check that out. Should not have reset as that shot did not touch the iron. Couple of score updates. Lincoln leading Des Moines East in girls action after one quarter, 12-9. Indianola is leading Newton after one quarter, 14-2. Officials going to sort out the shot clock here. Should be at about 10 seconds, I would guess. Shot came in, and the rebound, and then they were looking around and realized that it was reset. 10 to 15 seconds, right in that range. So the officials over at the scorer's table. Officials come out. And they're going to put 22 seconds. Well, Georgia Jansen's air ball came at 20 seconds, so it's all good. Bobcats will take it. But the shot clock definitely should have not reset. Considering the Bobcats had to take a timeout, too, because they were over and got trapped. That had already eaten into the shot clock, so... Amira Johnson drives right past the Jayhawks. A couple of defenders stepped out on the right wing, and she blew by, but the layup is way too strong. Rebound brought in by the Jayhawks. Dixon at the top of the key pushes off on Johnson. Now hands off, way up high to Reese DeVoe. They kick it down to the left block. Jumper is no good by Peterson. Put back again, no good. Lauren Salmon getting tough inside, scores it for 2. Salmon with 6, and the Jayhawks extend their lead 23-8. Johnson almost trapped. Tejada travels. .338 and counting after the Bobcat turnover. 23-8 is the score. Senior guard for the Bobcats, Tejada, already with a couple travels there for the Bobcats. So turnovers very concerning, and another travel and a turnover. That is just infuriating to a degree because turnovers just out of control tonight. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. And it looks like Urbandale going to be the last, as that one did not touch anybody. They were trying to go down low in the block. And that was Peterson, the intended target, but off the mark. Frankie Long is checked back in for the Bobcats. She'll dribble it off her foot, and a turnover. Frankie Long was set up for quite some time there. Call a blocking foul on her. She had her hands straight up in the air. Third and 9 on Frankie Long. Second team foul here in the second quarter. Salmon at the line for 2 free throws. Drops in the first one. It's her first trip of the night, and Salmon, 51% free throw shooter on the season, coming in. Second one will rattle in. 8 for Salmon. She steals it, takes it up. Mora just got beat out right there for the basketball. Very timid tonight are the Bobcats as well, and Urbandale, a little bit of bully ball here tonight, especially inside the paint. So 2 shots for Lauren Salmon, and that one is no good. First one was a shooting foul. As a foul came in on Mora, that was her first of the night. That one will be put in for Salmon. She is 3 of 4 at the charity stripe. 3:01 to go in the second quarter. Heitman gets the inbounds pass from Mora.
Mora will speed ahead, guarded by Dixon. And finally, Dixon's going to be called. She's had her hands all over Bobcats, especially Amira Johnson. As Johnson was feeling the heat earlier. Dixon's going to be called for her second. So after the foul call, Heitman will inbound for the Bobcats on the near side, right by the scorer's table. Inbounds to Sydney Capeyu. Mora gets it back. Bounce pass to Ellie Hughes. Passes back to Capeyu, left wing. Picks up her dribble, trapped in the corner, throws it off a Jayhawk with 19 on the shot clock. Mora will inbound. Mora just passes it in. Not really to a direct area, in the area of Ellie Hughes, but that one sails right into the Urbandale bench. Turnover on the Bobcats, 2:35 and counting, second quarter. Catch and shoot, got the feed, left wing three. DeVoe is no good. Frankie Long with the rebound. Clears out to Millie Heitman. Heitman over the midcourt stripe. Picks up her dribble, right wing. Drops it down, Capeyu, blasts. It's no good. Long swipe for the rebound, couldn't get it. Back to Dixon, she'll push, a 2-on-2. Flails for a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back to the top of the key, three. DeVoe, why not? Long tries for the rebound. Urbandale just keeping it on their side there. Schumann is checked in. She was the one to get that last rebound for Urbandale. Now she's open, left wing, kicks it back to the top of the key. Pass it around. Van Quatham is checked in for the first time tonight. Dixon puts up a shot. As the shot clock was winded down, couldn't get it to go. Bobcats got the ball back. More over the timeline. Bounce pass to Hughes, left elbow. Capeyu, right wing. Back to Heitman, hesitates, drives, and we got a hand check out of Vogt. So Reese DeVoe will pick up the foul, the sophomore. That is her second of the night. Frankie Long is checked out. Georgia Jansen's back into the game. Moore looking around, gets it to Heitman on the inbound play. As Heitman goes down to Ellie Hughes, and they can't quite connect. Turnover, Bobcats. Ava Wadier, sophomore, checks back in. Avery Van Quatham, senior, checks out for the Urbandale Jayhawks with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Dixon left wing gets a screen by Tigges, takes the three. It's gonna hit off the front of the iron in the back. No good. Tigges last to touch that basketball. Bobcats possession. 52 seconds in the second quarter remaining. Inbound to Ellie Hughes. She'll pick it up, turn around, fires back in the backcourt. Now to Mora over the timeline. Mora forces a pass up to Sydney Capeyu. Heitman falls back on the shot in the right block, and it's good. Heitman with 4 points for the Bobcats. And that is the first Bobcat bucket here in the second quarter. Long shot was no good, but a rebound by Wadier, and she puts it back. It's good for two. She has 4 in the game. We're down to our final 10 seconds in the second quarter. Bounce pass up to Hughes. Hughes kicks it. Capeyu. Three. Skims off the iron. No good. Urbandale tracks down the rebound. And we head to halftime. 28-10. Bobcats get one bucket by Heitman in the second quarter. And the Jayhawks take an 18-point lead to the halftime break, up 28-10. We'll add to the halftime show coming up in just a moment. It is the Jayhawks and the Bobcats right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
At the break, Bobcats trailing by 18 to the Urbandale Jayhawks. Brandon Lewis with you in Urbandale tonight. Thanks so much for joining us as the boys game coming up in a little bit following the completion of the girls game here tonight. At the break, Millie Heitman leading the Bobcats along with Frankie Long. Frankie Long with 5, Millie Heitman with 4, and Aubrey Tejada with just 1 point for the 10 first half points. Bobcats just with 1 bucket there in the second quarter. Things just completely collapsed. Turnovers mounting, at least 20, if not more, turnovers in that first half alone. Just a really rough first half of girls basketball here in Urbandale. Not much better on the other side, but they do have a 18-point lead. Selman with 9 points, 1 for Delaney Peterson, 9 for Bree Tigas. But Tigas only made 1 field goal. She went 7 of 8 at the free throw stripe. Ava Wadier with 4, 3 for Ella Shot, and Maddie Stetler with 2 points for Urbandale. That's how they have the lead at the break. We'll get a scoreboard update when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
28-10, the halftime score up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Let's take a look around the area at the regional scoreboard, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Well, as some scores pouring in at halftime, West Marshall trailing Roland Story 19-14. Nevada 23-9 up on Perry at the break. Johnston leading Ankeny 42-17. Dowling currently leading Ankeny Centennial at the break 25-13. That's an interesting score in girls basketball. Also, Roosevelt leading Des Moines North 19-11. The Bobcats will see the North Polar Bears on Tuesday night in Des Moines. Indianola 28-11. They lead Newton at the break. Also, Fort Dodge leading Ames 19-11 at halftime. And currently, North Tama is down to BCLUW at the break 18-7. 28-10 is our score currently in Urbandale on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. This is halftime coverage on KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on, that's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a, this is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Welcome back to Urbandale, 28-10 our score, as the Bobcats currently trailing by 18 at the break. Excited for next Thursday as Bobcat Live returns, as the Bobcats will highlight girls and boys basketball. We'll also talk a little wrestling, and we'll talk with, actually we talked to wrestling the week following. This week we talk girls and boys basketball. We also talk band with Brett Upton. They've got the band concert coming up right around the corner. And we'll also talk with activities director Ryan Isgrink. So that's coming up on Bobcat Live. Hope to see you out there at Wayward Social, as we have discounts. If students bring their student ID, get a discount on food. And a lot of good stuff out there, as well as weekly specials. And a fun time for the family. Of course, they've got bowling if you want to stick around after the show. Get something to eat and help support the Bobcat community. That's Bobcat Live, also streaming at youtube.com/@KFJB-TV. 28-10, Bobcats trail at the break in girls basketball on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in Scream. Parents are a huge part of Scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
28-10 at halftime. Bobcats getting ready to start up the second half. We'll start that when we come back. Right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Ellie Hughes, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Marshalltown Bobcats in action in Urbandale tonight. Tejada will inbound to the Bobcats. Heitman, and she promptly turns it over with a travel. So the Bobcats turn it over on their opening possession of the second half as Urbandale will now work left to right on your radio dial. Dixon has her shot blocked as Georgia Jansen picks up another one. Boy, coming in, she had 6 blocked shots, now 7 after that one. Last touch by Urbandale out of bounds. And the Bobcats will get the basketball with 7:43 as we begin the second half of action. Bobcats trailing by 18. Heitman brings it over the midcourt stripe, picks up her dribble in a poor position, but Bobcats have it knocked out of bounds by Salmon backside. She was guarding against Sydney Capeyu. Turnover, or excuse me, not a turnover, but Bobcats will keep the basketball. Tejada inbounds quickly. Georgia Jansen hands it off to Heitman. Now inside, Bobcats. Not enough on that pass, and promptly Urbandale turns it right back over to Heitman. She'll get it over to Georgia Jansen. Runner, baseline, and a block foul is going to be called on, I believe, Tigas. That'll send Georgia Jansen to the line for 2 free throws on the shooting foul. 7:16 stopped on the Marshalltown High East scoreboard. So Georgia Jansen at the line, 2 of 2 on the season. Yeah, 100% coming into action tonight. And Georgia Jansen scoreless at the break. Not able to hit the first one. Second free throw to come. And that one will rattle home, and the Bobcats have their first bucket of the second half with a free throw from Georgia Jansen. 7-11 and counting. Tigas just holding the basketball. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Jansen almost with a steal. Plays it back, but Urbandale was able to gather the basketball and going right to left. Left-handed shot, no good by Salmon. Out of bounds, last touched on Urbandale. Good move past Sydney Capeyu, but wasn't able to complete the shot. So the Bobcats get the basketball back. Inbounds to Ellie Hughes. Picks up her dribble and has got nowhere to go. Sydney Capeyu will find the feed. She'll drive to the free throw stripe, picks her dribble up. She's in the paint, got to get it out of there. She will to Georgia Jansen. Jansen and Ellie Hughes change places. A lot of players picking up the dribble in bad spots tonight as well, which has aided to some turnovers. Bobcats turn it over again. Now the Bobcats crash down to the right block, and Ellie Hughes is going to pick up a foul as she was charging down to Ella Schott, who got the basketball on the right block. That is Hughes' first foul of the night. Frankie Long in foul trouble. She has 3 for the Cats in that first half. Tigas will inbound. Baseline right side. She'll go up to the right wing with the inbounds pass to Ella Schott. Down to the left block. Salmon almost traveled with it. Gets back to the left wing now. Baseline runner. It's good. Counted on the far sideline. It is a 2-point bucket for Ella Schott. And that's just her second shot made. 5 in the game. Ellie Hughes dribbles off her own foot. Turns it over. Maddie Stetler. Force a turnover. Now the Jayhawks turn it right back over as they throw it up court and out of bounds. Tejada for the Bobcats, inbounds to Georgia Jansen. Jansen almost throws it away, but Tejada luckily there to save it for the Bobcats. Get it into the front court to Sydney Capeyu, right wing. Goes over to the top of the key, swings it to Tejada. Drops into the left block, they kick back out top of the key to Hughes. Georgia Jansen, runner in the paint. That one deflected by Tigges, out of bounds. Bobcats will keep it. Just 9 seconds on the shot clock. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Tejada's inbounds. Sydney Capeyu. And Jayhawks force a jump ball position arrow with Urbandale. Ball just kind of got trapped down there in the corner. Capeyu really had nothing to do or room to work with. Three from straight on. Haven't seen one of those from Selman. No good off the front of the iron, but an offensive rebound for Urbandale. Tigges flails in from the left block. It was no good, but nobody boxes out Lauren Salmon, and she scores a bucket from the backside. The rebound put back. She has 11 in the game. It's now 32-11. Bobcats trailing on the road. Bobcats throw it away on the offensive end. Fast break. Stutler. Layup is good. Count the bucket. Jansen fouls from behind. Jansen's third foul. Count the bucket for Stutler. She has 4 points in the game and an and one. Clock stops with 4:29 to go. Long will check in for Jansen. Mora is in for Heitman. Stutler, a 50% free throw shooter. First trip to the line tonight. She'll make the and one, and it's a three-point play. And Mora throws it away to the Urbandale on the inbounds, but a scrum ensues as Urbandale wasn't able to get a hand on it. And it looks like a foul's going to be called on the play as well on Urbandale's Ava Wadier. And that is her first of the night. Long gets the inbounds from Mora. Back to Mora. Mora almost trapped. Has the ball tipped away. Tejada gathers it. Into the front court. Almost traveled with it. Getting it up to Ellie Hughes. Was trying to stop, but almost kept going. Hughes, a three, left wing. Air ball. Did not draw iron. And a clean rebound for Salmon. Up court, she passes to Wadier. Goes in. Shot is no good, but two free throws are coming her way with 4:03 in the third quarter. 35-11. Jayhawks looking to add to their lead here with the clock stop. Wadier, her first trip to the line tonight as well. And the first free throw is up and no good for Wadier. 4 points in the game for her so far tonight. A 71% free throw shooter. Second free throws off the right side of the iron. As Long is there for the rebound. Over the timeline. Johnson is checked back in for the Bobcats. Mora play a little back and forth. Long gets the basketball down to the left block, and Jayhawk and Stutler stepped in on the backside of the play, and I believe she's going to pick up the foul. And Stutler's second of the night right there. Frankie Long touches the back of the iron. Free throw is no good. This is her third trip to the line tonight. 5 points in the first half for Frankie Long. Second free throw is good, and Long splits him at the line. Long is now 4 of 6 at the stripe. 35-12. Bobcats with just 2 points here in the third quarter. Rough go of it tonight for the Bobcats. Turnovers aplenty. 3 left wing is off the mark for Urbandale, out of bounds. Bobcat basketball, 3:28, third quarter. Urbandale still putting on a little bit of backcourt pressure, despite nearly a 20-point lead, leading by 17 currently. Mara Johnson into the front court, dribbles past a couple of Jayhawks, but then loose the basketball. Selman forced the turnover. 3, swish by DeVote, and there's a big bucket right there. DeVote, her first bucket of the night, in fact, and coming into this one, 46% from three-point range. And I believe DeVote is going to pick up a hold foul. Making contact. Sydney Capeu is the one guarded right there. As that is the third on DeVote. Down long, Frankie Long. Down low, it was Long. For 2. Her second field goal of the night. And Urbandale in transition will travel. Turnover on DeVote. 8 points for Frankie Long after that last made bucket. 38-14 our score. Bobcats right wing Johnson picked up the dribble. And 5 seconds closely guarded is the call. And a turnover. As the Bobcats will give it back to the Jayhawks. So 24-point lead with 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Tigges up high with the basketball over to Dixon. And now backdoor. Almost an easy bucket by Reese DeVote. Long comes in for the rebound. She's going to be called for the foul as she came in from behind trying to get the basketball. And I believe she's trying to get an explanation from the official, but official saying to head coach Brian Murphy that it was a push from behind. Brian Murphy questioning because it was one of those plays where she went straight up. It looked to be. Well, Brian Murphy definitely not happy about that. Did not look like a foul to me. My opinion doesn't matter. Leave 2:10 and counting third quarter. Urbandale will keep it as Frankie Long picked up her 4th foul of the night right there. Dixon inside, just outside the right block. Ball goes last off of the Bobcats. Ellie Hughes, Georgia Jansen into the game as Long checks out, as well as Samara Johnson. Urbandale looking around, and there's a travel inside. That'll be called as Delaney Peterson caught the inbound, but kind of kept skidding ahead. It's a turnover. Back to the Bobcats with 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Heitman gets the inbounds, takes one dribble, picks it up, back to Mora. Mora speeds ahead over the timeline into the front court. Bounce past Ellie Hughes. Dribbles down the free throw line, picks it up over to Capeu. Capeu back to Ellie Hughes, left wing, didn't take the 3. Hughes throws it away. It's picked off. Shot. Takes it in, misses the shot. The rebound and putback is good. Shot with 4 here in the third, 7 in the game. It's now 40-14. Bobcats scored 10 in the first quarter. And since that time, they've only scored 2 points. Actually, they had 10 at halftime, sorry. They've scored 4 here in the third quarter. They scored 8 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter, and 4 here in the third quarter. So, anyway, started out pretty decent, but have definitely been shut down by Urbandale. Saving grace for the Bobcats. They went 4 of 7 from the free throw stripe in the first half. And they're 2 of 4 at the line here in the second half. And I think we might have seen a lane violation on free throws by Millie Heitman, who was fouled. This is the first and second, but we have a lane violation, so she's going to get a bonus free throw here. As Urbandale at that 5 foul mark. And that one will rattle in for Millie Heitman as she has 5 in the game now. And she's 1 of 3 at the line. 40-15 our score. That will be Urbandale basketball. Last touch by the Bobcats. A 25-point lead right now for Urbandale. Turnaround jumper just outside the left block. Delaney Peterson with the 2-point bucket, her first bucket of the second half, and her first field goal. She had a free throw made in that first half. Georgia Jansen left block. Urbandale kind of flops down there. Jansen trying to get her own miss, could not do it. Get beat out up court quickly to Dixon. Block shot by Heitman, but they're going to call foul. All right, Dixon, no points tonight. She'll go to line for 2 on a shooting foul. Ryan Murphy being warned by the official. Wasn't the cleanest block in the world by Heitman. It is just her first of the night, but I can see the point. Most of the ladies going pretty straight up and trying to get away with those shots. And Dixon was a little out of control, so nevertheless, Dixon at the line misses the first free throw and swishes the second. So she has a point to her name tonight. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dixon at the line there, her first trip of the season. As Taylor Mulligan, 13 points per game. She is not playing tonight. And big piece missing there, but that was as expected for Urbandale coming into this one. 19 seconds. Down to 10 seconds. Shot clock is off. Urbandale with the basketball. Nearly a 30-point lead for them. 3 left wing by Tigges just before the buzzer. No good. And it is 43-15 our scores. We head to the fourth quarter on KFJB-TV.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Hey Bobcat fans, I'm Georgia Jansen and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Urbandale. Yeah, the cheer squad made the trip down here to Urbandale tonight. As 43-15 our scores, we head to the Fourth quarter up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Let's take a look at the area scoreboard, all brought to you by Central State Bank. At the end of the third, Nevada currently leading Perry 39-11. At the end of the third as well, Johnston 59-33 up on Ankeny. Lincoln heading to the fourth quarter. They lead North 30-18. And actually, no, it's not North. It's Des Moines East is who Lincoln is playing tonight. Roosevelt is playing North tonight. So Roosevelt up 33-13 on North. And 6 minutes left in the game. West Marshall currently leading Roland Story 39-38 in a tight one there. And also just got an update. Dowling 37-21. They're up on Centennial. So kind of an interesting score there. And Bobcats begin the fourth quarter with the basketball and a turnover. So Urbandale goes against a 2-3 zone defense. Look for the Bobcats. Hughes gets in the way of the shot. It's no good by Peterson. Last touch by Hughes, though. We'll stay with the Jayhawks. Again, nobody had possession there, so I don't know why the shot clock reset again. 43-15 inbound. Quick catch and shoot three. Skims off the iron. No good by Ava Wadier. Jayhawks get it back down to the right block to Tigges. Guarded by Sydney Capeyu. Left elbow jumper. Got the feed as Tigges finds Delaney Peterson for two. And it's now a 30-point lead. The Bobcats turn it over. Dixon gets the basketball. Fast break, almost traveled. She kind of slid her feet down to the right block, but we give her a field goal. Her first points of the season for the freshman guard for Urbandale. Tejada picks up her dribble in the backcourt, and a foul is going to be called. Ella's shot was a reach-in foul. Ella's shot with her first of the night. Lee Heitman will inbound. Gets it to Tejada. High points the basketball. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes left wing, picked off. Tigges up court quickly to shot, and it's good. A little 4-0 run to begin the fourth quarter for the Bobcats. A couple turnovers have aided that. Ellie Hughes, right block, uses the glass, but the play just developed a little bit too quick, and that one is going to be rebounded quickly up to Tigges. Down to the right block, uses the glass. It's good for two. And Tigges with 11 now in the game. 51-15. Ellie Hughes gets a feed from Heitman. An underhand pass. Heitman's shot is no good. Bobcats have made just one bucket here in the second half. Heitman gets a rebound off a missed three. Bobcats have 5 points in the second half, but 3 of the 5 have been via the free throw. Jansen extra pass. Heitman. 3 grazes the glass. It's no good. 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Free throw line jumper is no good. Sydney Capeyu with the rebound. A foul's going to be called on Delaney Peterson. And she was coming in on the backside trying to get the rebound. That's going to be the 4th foul of the night on Delaney Peterson. With a 35-plus point lead, we do have a running clock for the remainder of this girls' game. Johnson will inbound to Heitman. Heitman, a slow pass up court to Capeyu. It's picked off. Left block, jumper. Uses the glass, and Wadier is good for 2. 6 in the game for Ava Wadier. Timeout's going to be called for the Bobcats. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Hey Bobcat Nation, my name is Frankie Long and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
53-15 our score. We do have a running clock. Timeout taken there by head coach Brian Murphy as the Bobcats do have the basketball on the right side of your TV screen and on your radio dial. Bobcats working right to left here in the second half. Just one field goal made in the second half for the Bobcats. Only 4 made field goals tonight overall in the game. It's just 15 points all the Bobcats have to show for their trip to Urbandale. Bobcats turn it over up court to Dixon. It's good for 2 here in the fourth, and it's 55-15, a 40-point lead. And a reach-in foul is going to be called. Aubrey Schumann, number 24, is checked in for the first time tonight. And she picks up her first foul of the night. You have a running clock with that 35-plus point lead. Johnson with the inbounds. She gets basketball over to the right wing, picks up her dribble. Looking around, bounce pass to Heitman. Heitman dribbles in, tries to throw it to Sydney Capello. It's almost thrown away. Capello over to Ellie Hughes. Got a Heitman left wing. Shot clock running down. 5 seconds. Johnson picks up the dribble, and she's going to get bailed down on a reach-in foul. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Mia German, freshman guard, is checked into the game. She picks up the foul. 4 fouls on Urbandale here in the fourth. Long is checked in for the Bobcats. Inbound goes to her, a little high off her fingertips. She gets in a scrum and can't quite see the possession arrow. And it is not up on the scoreboard, so it looks like no, it's not going to be a jump ball. They're going to rule it a foul. Okay. All right. Third foul of the night, Maddie Stutler. So that'll be the 15th foul, and it's automatically 2 free throws now with the rule change this year. And Frankie Long's first is no good. Frankie Long will shoot her 8th free throw of the night right here. And it's good. Barely draws any nets. She is 5 of 8 at the free throw stripe tonight. Pretty good performance there. 9 points for Frankie Long to lead the Cats. 2:41 to go in this one. 55-16. Bobcats trailing big on the road. They'll drop to 1-3 on the season with the loss here tonight. Urbandale is going to improve to 500 at a mark of 2-2 behind Joey Aguilar. 3 right wing, Mia German. She's checked in and she knocks it down. Heitman over the midcourt stripe, got the basketball feed from Johnson. Dribbles down to the right block. Backside, Ellie Hughes wide open. Love to see more of that. Ellie Hughes with her first bucket of the night for the Bobcats as we approach the 2-minute mark to go. Jump by Ellie Hughes, just takes the ball right out of the hand by Riley Pruitt. Now last kick, backside Hughes. Good play right there for the Bobcats, setting it up well. Foul was on the floor. They were awarding a free throw. I'm not sure why. They might have been looking at the wrong bonus, potentially. So, anyway, it'll be an inbounds play on the right block. And Johnson all over Dixon. Almost forced a turnover. Dixon inside. No good. Johnson with a nice rebound by the freshman. She'll bring it up court quickly. Looking back, see who's behind her. It's Heitman. Up to Capello. Baseline, picks up the dribble. Up top to John. Whoa, that's got to be a foul. Holy smokes. Johnson just leveled by Mia German, and she'll pick up the foul. Whew. Her brother, Lamar, took a tumble last night. We'll see if he plays tonight. Boy, he took a tough spill last night against Newton. Arthur Johnson's going to have to hit the ice bath. A pick. German takes it away, and Johnson from behind. A beautiful defensive play by the freshman as she comes from behind, knocks the ball out of bounds and out of the hands of Mia German, who just fouled her. Great hustle effort right there. Urbandale with the final 10 seconds. Dixon inside. Heitman almost got a piece of that, but Dixon scores it for 2. And the Bobcats with a final shot here. Johnson flails the 3 off the front of the iron. And our final score tonight, 60-18. Bobcats make the trip to Urbandale. Struggle tonight, especially with the turnovers, as they are dropped by the Urbandale Jayhawks. Bobcats fall to 1-3 on the season. The Jayhawks improve to 2-2. Locker Room Report is coming up next right here on KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Welcome into the Locker Room Report here on KFJB-TV. Bobcats, the ladies fall to 1-3 on the season after a 60-18 loss on the road at Urbandale tonight. For the Bobcats, leading scorer Frankie Long with 9, 2 for Ellie Hughes, 1 for Georgia Jansen, 5 for Millie Heitman, and 1 for Aubrey Tejada. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Mariah Dixon, the freshman, with 7 points. A lot of that came late, as well as Reese DeVote and Mia German, both with 3 points here tonight. 5 points for Maddie Stetler. 9 points for Ella Schatz. 6 points for Ava Wadier. Bree Tigas, a lot of her action came at the free throw line. She had 11 points, but 7 of those 11 were at the free throw stripe. 5 for Delaney Peterson, and Lauren Solomon did the dirty work down low. She finished with 11 points for the Urbandale Jayhawks tonight. And our final score. We'll get a scoreboard update, and we'll name our Bobcat player of the game when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
Back inside Urbandale High School, let's get a scoreboard update. It is all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Well, finals in girls basketball tonight. Roland Story defeats West Marshall 49-42. Dowling all over Ankeny Centennial tonight, 60-34. Roosevelt takes down North 45-26. Johnston 70-49. They take down Ankeny. Also, BCL-UW on top of North Tama 27-16. A final. Nevada 48-15 is a final there. Indianola over Newton tonight 63-23. And in girls basketball, it was BCL-UW 31-28 is the final there. So that one just popped in as got an update on that BCL-UW game, as that is a final there. That is a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Let's name our player of the game, which is all brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown. Visit Calvin Rocket pre or post-game. Well, the freshman has been playing really well this year, as she has averaged 11 rebounds per game, as well as nearly 7 points per game. She has 9 points tonight to go along with a plethora of rebounds. It's Frankie Long. She's our player of the game tonight for the Bobcats, as she is awarded a free handheld to Calvin Rocket. So thanks again to Calvin Rocket in Marshalltown. Visit them pre or post-game. That is our player of the game. We'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll get you ready and set to go for the boys' game coming up. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Back at Urbandale, one final time in the locker room report as girls basketball, a final tonight for them. A loss 60-18. As we'll visit with Brian Murphy, head coach for the Marshalltown girls basketball program, coming up at halftime of the boys' game. The Bobcats now 1-3. Their next game coming up is against Des Moines North on Tuesday night on the road. Urbandale improves to 500. They are now 2-2 with the victory. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Hey Bobcats, this is Garrett with Calvin Rocket. I'm happy to partner up with KFJB and continue the tradition of Bobcat Player of the Week.
Follow us on social media for all your Calvin favorites, new specials, and exciting news that's coming down the road. Stop on in and give us a try. We're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., and starting September 10th, we'll be open on Sundays for the start of the NFL season. We'll see you at Calvin Rocket, and go Bobcats.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Welcome to the Countdown to Tip-Off on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
Urbandale Jayhawks play host to your Marshalltown Bobcats tonight here on KFJB-TV. We get you ready to go for the boys' game coming up in 13 minutes from now. Urbandale's 0-1 after a season-opening loss to Centennial Tuesday night, 64-51. Meanwhile, the Bobcats playing their third game in 4 nights. Now, a little bit of a rough start to the Bobcats as well. They're 0-2. Losses to begin the season, 68-50 to Roosevelt Tuesday night. Newton Thursday night, 59-33, a final last night. As the Bobcats just really struggled in that one to guard, especially on the defensive side. And Newton came out pretty good last night, as Bobcats only scored 15 points in the second half. It was a 12-0 run by Newton out of the halftime break. So the Bobcats know they got to get off the bus and start hot here tonight. We'll talk to head coach Mike Apple more about that coming up. We'll take a look around the Iowa Lions Conference next. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching the Countdown to Tip-Off on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Back at Urbandale High School, old foes from the CIML tonight match it up. An Iowa Lions CIML matchup tonight in the Iowa Lions Conference as we look around conference play. Fort Dodge is taking on Ames, also Waterloo East and Mason City. We'll keep you up to date on some of those scores with Jeff Brooks back at the KFJB TV and radio studios. Des Moines North and Des Moines Roosevelt tonight. Des Moines Lincoln and Des Moines East and Des Moines Hoover and Ottumwa tonight in the Iowa Alliance South. So, a lot of good action around the Iowa Alliance Conference. We'll keep you up to date as the evening goes along. You're watching the Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KFJB-TV.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in screen. Parents are a huge part of scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
Time for a scouting report on the Urbandale Jayhawks as they are 0-1 on the season. On the season are the Urbandale Jayhawks. Marshalltown Bobcats are 0-2. Bobcats come in as they face off against Urbandale behind Clay Thielking. It's his first year at Urbandale, but not his first year coaching basketball as he comes over from Dowling. Kind of a couple of years that were down for Dowling past couple of years as they failed to be right around the 500 mark. Meanwhile, before that, he was out in Colorado coaching at Lakewood. He made 2 state appearances out there. He also coached later for Columbine and went to 7 state appearances out in Colorado. So anyway, Clay Thielking with a very good head coach background and looking to repeat it here at Urbandale as he takes on your Marshalltown Bobcats here tonight. They'll be led by a couple of familiar names. Grant Euchre. No, I don't think he's a relation to Bob Euchre, but last year against the Bobcats had some pretty good performances. 9 points and 8 rebounds in the matchup last year against the Bobcats. Also returning, Brevin Phillips, another solid player. He had 15 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double for him in his previous matchup against the Bobcats. He's back to his old ways. He had a double-double the other night against Centennial, even though it was a loss. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists in that one. He comes in averaging about 9 points per game last season and 5 rebounds per game, so looking to add on to that. This is a team that can do some really good things. They also work in some newer guys. Caden Burns, 10 points, 4 rebounds. He's just a sophomore, but he stands at 6'4". You look at their starting lineup, 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", 5'11", and 6'6". So they do pack a punch, and the Bobcats know all about tall teams. Roosevelt came in on Tuesday night, very tall team, and took advantage of that against the Bobcats. They're going to have to play tough defense, box out. We'll talk to Coach all about that and what the Bobcats need to do to get a victory on the road in Urbandale tonight. That's your scouting report on the Urbandale Jayhawks out of the CIML. They went 10-14 last year, lost 60-43 to Waukee in 4A Section 8 second round action last year in the playoffs. You're watching the Countdown to Tip-Off right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back into the Exterior Plus Home Remodeling pregame chat with head coach Michael Apple as the Bobcats take on the Urbandale Jayhawks on the road here tonight. 2 home games to get the season started, 3 games in a week. How do you get your team ready to go for something like this?
Well, we just got to emphasize how hard we need to play, and we're going to have probably some tired legs more so than a regular game. So we just need to be ready to go in if we need guys to give a little break between games, but just staying mentally prepared, staying ready, and giving effort.
What's the biggest challenge against the Jayhawks tonight?
Well, they're a good team. They move the ball well. They got some bigger guys, more so the teams we've been seeing previous to Newton. So we got to do a good job of keeping them off the glass, not let their physicality hurt us inside.
Do you like having 3 games in your opening week of the season or not?
Not ideal, but, they get to playing, and that's not a bad thing either.
Always a good challenge, that is for sure. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's head coach Michael Apple. Our Exterior Plus Home Remodeling pregame chat. We'll check out the starters between the Jayhawks and the Bobcats coming up next right here on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
Welcome back to Urbandale as we get you ready to go for the Bobcats and the Jayhawks coming up in just a little bit here on KFJB-TV. Let's get you tonight's starting lineups. First off for the Urbandale Jayhawks, behind head coach Clay Thielking. Of course, we alluded to him in his first season as our starting lineups, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. So number 2, Brevin Phillips will get the go tonight. 6'6" senior. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, number 4, Calvin Flood also gets a start. A 5'11" senior, 3 points, 4 assists on Tuesday against Centennial. Number 5, Grant Euchre starts. A 6'3" senior, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists on Tuesday. He shot it at 76% from the free throw stripe a year ago. Number 11, John Walker gets the go. A 6'5" senior, 3 points, 7 rebounds. Does his work inside a little bit for the Jayhawks. Meanwhile, rounding out the starting 5 for Clay Thielking, it is number 23, Caden Burns. A 6'4" sophomore, 10 points and 4 rebounds on Tuesday night against Ankeny Centennial. That is the starting lineup for the Urbandale Jayhawks. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, for the Marshalltown Bobcats, we do have a late change after Lamar Johnson was roughed up against Newton last night. As starting in his place tonight, it'll be number 30, Jacob Hayes, a sophomore at 6'3", 7 points, 2 rebounds on Tuesday night. He picked up 5 points last night against Newton, as the 6'3" sophomore will start for Lamar Johnson tonight. Also getting the start, Carter Gianetto. He'll run the guard. 5'10" senior. He's committed to play at Simpson. A year ago, he averaged 6 points per game. This year, a little under that, as he had 5 points Tuesday and 4 assists. He had 4 points on Thursday. And last year in this game, he really got off to a slow start last year for the Bobcats, and didn't start to heat up until I got back from my honeymoon to Maui. I don't know if I was a good luck charm, but something turned around. He had 0 points, and he went 0 of 8 shooting in that game against Urbandale. But then shortly after that, which yours truly was back stateside, he finally turned things around and got going for the Bobcats. We'll see if he can get things going here tonight. He's been hot this season, but cooled down a little bit on Thursday night last night. Kyle Smith, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. He went 7 of 16 three-point shooting on Tuesday night. But the last night against Newton, struggled shooting. He only had 3 points for the Bobcats. A 6'3" sophomore, Kyle Smith, number 10. Corey Smith, his brother, number 11, a 6'1" senior. 0 points opening night, but he had 5 rebounds and 3 steals. And then last night, he was our player of the game as he had 8 points for the Bobcats. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Bobcats along Jacob Hayes, it's number 24, Rogelio Sarin. 6'1" senior, 6 points, 4 rebounds opening night. Did not have a bucket last night for the Bobcats. So that's the starting 5 for the Bobcats. Again, 0-2 on the season as they face off against their CIML foe, 0-1, the Urbandale Jayhawks. Coming up after our game tonight, it is our Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill player of the game. Visit Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill pre or post game. When we come back, we will get you to tonight's game as the Jayhawks and Bobcats will battle right here on the Friday Showcase on KFJB-TV.
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
Will take the 3. Boy, that's a pure bucket right there. Jayhawks Bobcats tonight here on KFJB-TV. You see Trayshawn Brooks there on your TV screen as he's still working his way back from a football injury. Let's take a listen in to tonight's starting lineups live here at Urbandale High School.
Kyle Smith. Adding guard, 6'1" senior, number 11, Corey Smith. Adding guard, 6'1" senior, number 24, Emilio Sarin. And adding guard, 6'3" sophomore, number 30, Jacob Haynes. Marshalltown is assisted by Bridjar, Bryn Johnson, Raphael Cruz, Austin and Mark Hauser, Tim Johnson, Ryan O'Neill, and Joe Stoner. And now for your Urbandale Jayhawks. Starting at forward, a 6'6" senior, number 2, Brevin Phillips. Adding guard, 5'11" senior, wearing number 4, Calvin Clark. Adding guard, a 6'3" senior, number 5, Grant Eaker. Adding guard, a 6'5" senior, number 11, Jonathan Walker. And as forward, a 6'4" sophomore, wearing number 23, Hayden Burns. Urbandale is assisted by John Harrison, Orr Sullivan, Tony Perez, Troy Tronson, Nate Sturgis, Spencer Sturgis, and Charlie Crowley. And the head coach in his first season of the helm of the Jayhawks is Clay Dilking.
That is tonight's starting lineups as the Bobcats and the Jayhawks face it off at Urbandale High School. Brandon Lewis with you. Great to have you along tonight. Our producer back at the radio studios, Jeff Brooks. Our producer on site, Todd Steinkamp. Jesse DeMeyer, Keith Stewart on camera work. It's a Friday Showcase, and the boys' side of things after the girls fell in a final score tonight. A big win for the Urbandale Jayhawks, 60-18, the final score from the girls' game. Bobcats in their blue tops and bottoms. Meanwhile, Urbandale in the whites with blue numbers outlined in red. Corey Smith will jump for the Bobcats against Brevin Phillips. Phillips wins it for the Urbandale Jayhawks. They go right to left on your radio dial and your TV screen. Thanks for joining us on News Talk 1230 AM and 93.9 FM, as well as on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game alerts. Urbandale, a couple of missed shots. Kyle Smith hauls in the rebound, clears out Giannetto near side. He'll bring it up over the timeline in front of the scorer's table. Dribbling at the right wing Dribbles back to the top of the key. There was nothing doing over there, and it looks like we're going to pick up a hold on Urbandale. Clay Thilking giving a little bit of business to the official who did not like it on the near side. Foul's going to come in on Calvin Flood, his first of the night. Bobcats inbound into the backcourt. Gianetto tracks it down. Over to Corey Smith, left wing. He's looking backside. Now he goes to Kyle Smith, top of the key. Phillips picks his pocket. He'll take it on a fast break. In, leaning, and it's good. 2 for Brevin Phillips. Urbandale with the early lead. Gianetto, crossover. Goes to Rogelio Sarin, left wing. Now to Kyle Smith, top of the key. Right wing, Gianetto. Sarin cutting down to the right block. Nothing really initially doing. Gianetto not going to give it to him. He's thinking about taking the shot. Now passes into Rogelio Sarin. A reach-in foul is going to be called, as that will come in on Jonathan Walker. He'll pick up his first of the night for the Jayhawks. 6:42, first quarter to go. 2-0 Jayhawks. Inbound to Kyle Smith. Drives in, kicks out, top of the key, wide open. Rogelio Sarin pops in and out. No good on the three. Good look, good shot, but just couldn't quite get it to fall. 6.5 minutes to go now, first quarter. Get it into the paint. Turnaround, put up the shot. It is no good, but Caden Burns is headed to the line for 2 free throws. In that play at the varsity level last year, he's just a sophomore at 6'4". So Burns at the line for 2. First one is up. It rattles in. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds against Centennial on Tuesday. Second one pops out, splits the free throws. Jayhawks up by a 3-point field goal. Carter Gianetto run to the point. He's way up towards the midcourt stripe. Drives the left wing, hands off Corey Smith. Bounce pass into Gianetto from Jacob Hayes. Corey Smith controlling the basketball. Looking for a couple of cutters and finally finds Jacob Hayes. Turnaround from the right high post is no good. Pretty good look, but couldn't convert on the shot. Rebound Jayhawks. So push it up court. Inside into the paint. Turnaround is no good by Grant Euchre. Trying to almost force the issue against a couple Bobcats right there. Was not able to convert. Jacob Hayes, cross-court pass over to Kyle Smith. Now to Corey Smith, near side corner, dribbles out of it. Picks up the dribble. Rogelio Sarin, baseline drive. Right block, puts it up, couldn't get it. Follows his own shot, he's pushed from behind. And Rogelio Sarin drawing a foul. Third one of the night on the Jayhawks. Jonathan Walker, his second. .5:17 stopped on the clock, first quarter. Bobcats down 3-0. Can tie the game on this possession right here. Kyle Smith off the screen. He opens up quickly. It's off the mark right side. No good. Quick play. Falling back was Kyle Smith. Yeah, he's going to pick up the blocking foul. Kyle Smith's first of the night. Shot was no good. Second team foul. 5:10 to go. Stopped on the first quarter clock, and that will send Calvin Flood to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is up, and it's good for Calvin Flood, the senior at 5'11", 3 points, 4 assists. Tuesday against Centennial. Did not have any varsity stats from a year ago. Both free throws are good for Flood. And the Jayhawks extend the lead now 5-0. At the top of the key. Over to the left wing to Giannetto. Allie O'Sara was trying to set a screen, but nothing really working right there for the Bobcats. Jacob Hayes now free throw line jumper off the back of the iron, no good. 3 Bobcats scramble for the rebound. Raheli O'Sara gathers it in over to Giannetto. Actually, no, excuse me. Checking in, Jacob Thiessen, who had 9 points last night against Newton. All 3 were 3-pointers. Raheli O'Sara gets stopped on the left block. Thiessen, 3, skims off the iron. No good as shot clock was winding down. 4:15 first quarter. And it looks like an illegal screen is going to be set. And Caden Burns will pick up his first foul of the night tonight. As illegal screen set right there. So back to the Bobcats down 5-0. Giannetto dribbles the left wing. Corey Smith dribbling around really to nowhere. Now gives it to Raheli O'Sara and back to Giannetto. Trying to get him for a quick open look, but just cannot quite get those looks here tonight, especially with not a lot of inside presence. A flailing right high post shot from Giannetto does not go. Phillips in transition, going for the dunk, misses it, and he's going to draw the foul on the Bobcats. And it's going to come in on Jacob Thiessen. Yep, and it is going to be a foul on Thiessen, his first foul, 3rd Bobcat foul overall. Brevin Phillips, 6'6" senior, with 2 free throws, knocks down the first one. First trip to the free throw stripe tonight. He now has 3 points to his name. Student section in all safety gear. Never be too careful. That's what I've learned in life. Phillips knocks down both free throws. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter, as the Jayhawks cruising early, up 7-0. Giannetto trying to get a shot to go and splash. Finally gets one. A 3 from the far side corner, and the Cats are on the board against the Jayhawks. Euchre dribbling around, dribbles baseline. 13-foot jumper from the near side is good, and Euchre has his first point of the night. 9-3. Raheli O'Sara dribbles in. Giannetto gets the kick out. 3 off the iron, right side. Phillips with the rebound, brings it up himself. Fakes like he's going to shoot the 3, almost tosses it out of bounds, but Urbandale will save it and reset the offense at the top with Euchre. Phillips gets the ball back. Raheli O'Sara guarding, give and go. Good play. Bobcats late on the defensive side to catch up to Thomas Solomon, who goes up. Shot was no good. 2 free throws are coming, though. Corey Smith with the foul. 4th foul team-wise here in this first quarter. Solomon nails the first free throw. Thomas Solomon, 6'4" senior, 33% free throw shooter a year ago. And the second one is no good. Bobcats get the rebound, clear out to Giannetto. Far side, he'll bring it over the timeline now. Handoff left wing to Corey Smith. Crossover dribble, almost has his pocket pick, but keeps it, gives it to Raheli O'Sara, saves it from going out of bounds. Jacob Hayes high points the basketball, dribbles out of it. Sarin into the left block, nothing there. Wow. In transition, Phillips gets the basketball in the far side corner. Back out top, they'll reset. Near side to Grant Euchre. Euchre at the top. Now Euchre on the right wing. Gets a screen, does not use it. Guarded by Giannetto. And I think Giannetto's going to pick up a foul. I did not see that. Giannetto was guarding on the far side. The foul comes in on Jacob Thiessen. That's his second of the night. Well, at the line is Grant Euchre, and he drops in the first one. 11-3 is our score. We'll have a late substitution as Thiessen will check out for the Bobcats. Davis Ragland is in for the Bobcats. Euchre drops in both. He has 4 to his name tonight. (12-3). 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-3, excuse me. Lane opens up for Corey Smith, drives in, right side, uses the glass, it's good for 2. Just need a bucket right there, 12-5 or score. Cats down to the Birds. Brevin Phillips, top of the key, Rogelio Sarin, guards. Boy, Phillips has had some lazy passes here tonight, surprisingly. A hold right there in Rogelio Sarin, who catches, I believe, a little bit of the hand of Brevin Phillips as Phillips was driving and also flailing. Rogelio did grab him, but man, hopefully Rogelio okay right there. 12-5 our score with 1:08 stopped on the clock. As that is the 15th foul, so the Bobcats will send Phillips to the line. He misses the first. That is the first foul of the night on Rogelio. That's going to be a lane violation. Looked like Jacob Hayes as well as also Thomas Solomon was moving early before Jacob Hayes. Giannetto will control the points. And 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Giannetto sees a lane. A couple of guys step in and cut off his avenue right there. Misses the shot from deep inside near the right block. Now on the back end of things, Urbandale will have to toss it out as Thomas Solomon got too far underneath the bucket there. A flailing shot inside the paint is no good. Rebound put back by Solomon. Couple of times couldn't get it to go. And the Bobcats end up with the basketball for the final shot of the first quarter, down 13-5. Rogelio Sarin picked up. He'll get it to Giannetto. Giannetto gets a screen from Ragland. Back to Giannetto. Bobcats will play for the final shot here. Ragland up high. 5 seconds as Giannetto loses it out of bounds right into the Urbandale bench. Turnover, Bobcats with 3.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pivotal turnover right there. You could have cut the game down in half, but now you might find yourself down by 10 heading to the second quarter. Inbound quickly to Harderson. Inside. Can't get the shot to go. Misses it right side off the glass. 13-5. Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats on KFJB-TV.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
What's up, Bobcat Nation? This is Ryan Schmidt, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Urbandale. 13-5 our score after the end of the first quarter as the Urbandale Jayhawks on top of your Marshalltown Bobcats. Let's get a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Getting some scores starting to come in from the boys game here tonight. At halftime, Roland Story leading West Marshall 29-23. At the end of the first, Roosevelt is on top of North 16-7. Lincoln on top of Des Moines East 21-13. And 3:30 to go before the end of the first. Ames is leading Fort Dodge 4-2. Also, Ankeny is on top of Johnston 20-14 at the end of the second quarter. And Newton boys are back in action tonight 15-11. They lead Indianola. 13-5 our score here up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. As the Bobcats begin the second quarter with the possession. Can't do anything with it. And Urbandale gets the rebound on the backside by Cade Burns and will bring it up court with Euchre. Thought about the three did Davis Hardison. And nobody can get their shot to go. As the putback by Caden Burns. He couldn't get that, and the Bobcats get the rebound. Giannetto, far side, left wing, over to Corey Smith. Three is off the back of the iron, no good, but Davis Ragland with a nice rebound. He'll give it to Rogelio Sarin, and can't get that bucket to go from the bunny inside. Bobcats can't find a bucket here tonight, but answering back, getting a bucket of their own, it is Davis Hardison. 4 points and 1 rebound against Centennial, 6-month sophomore with his first bucket of the night. And the Bobcats down by 10 as Corey Smith tries to go to work down the left block, picks up his dribble back out to Giannetto. Left wing, long range three is no good. Ragland going for the rebound. He's going to pick up the foul as he was guarding against Caden Burns, who beat him out for the rebound. Ryan Schmidt's into the game for the Bobcats. Davis Ragland in the game. Jacob Hayes, Corey Smith, and Carter Giannetto. Euchre drives to the left block. And he's going to draw a foul on the Bobcats. And Davis Ragland with his second foul. He's played about 2 minutes and he's already picked up 2 fouls. Euchre at the line, drops in the first free throw. He is 3 of 3 at the stripe tonight. Free throws good by Euchre. And it's now 17-5. Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats. Giannetto almost has it poked away by Caden Burns, who bumps him off the ball, gets it back over to Jacob Hayes. Three is off the mark, does not hit the iron, and Corey Smith trying to go back inside, has it picked up by Euchre in transition. Euchre takes it, air ball on the floater in the paint. Giannetto with the basketball, quickly up court, and they have to slow it down, pull it back out as Giannetto with the basketball. That's down the right side of the paint, hangs up high, but the shot won't go. Backside rebound by Calvin Flood. And he'll push it up to Euchre, far side corner, dribbles in to the free throw line, kicks out left wing. Burns, nothing going right there. Brevin Phillips is checked back in. He gets the basketball, near side, three, fouled by Schmidt, and it's going to be a 4-point potentially play right there as Ryan Schmidt commits the foul. That'll be his first of the night as Brevin Phillips, the three goes. He has 7 in the game and looking to make it 8 with the free throw, and it's 20-5, Bobcats down. Kyle Smith is back into the game for the Bobcats. Carter Giannetto is on the floor, as well as Jacob Thiessen, Rogelio Sarin, and Jacob Hayes. Both free throws are good by Brevin Phillips. Or excuse me, the and one was good. So he converts it into a 4-point play. Bobcats can't get the bucket to go. Urbandale with the basketball inside, has it poked away. Calvin Flood had the basketball, but Jacob Hayes stole it away. Clears it out to Jacob Thiessen. He'll bring it up the near side. Hands off to Kyle Smith. Jacob Hayes back out to the top of the key to Jacob Thiessen. He feeds it in to the left block to Rogelio Sarin, and he's going to be fouled from behind. Number 2 on Burns tonight for the Jayhawks. Baseline left side. Giannetto will inbound for the Bobcats. Gets it into Kyle Smith, left wing. Over to Giannetto. Hand off Thiessen. Thiessen dribbles to the top of the key. Giannetto now sneaks past the defender. Jacob Hayes wide open 3 in the corner is no good. Rebound to Jonathan Walker. Brevin Phillips trying to go for he's more worried about slam dunks tonight than anything. He has 8, but still, he's tried for the slam, but has not got it to go here tonight. Kyle Smith, left high post. He initially wanted the 3, but it kind of collapsed down on the angle. So he took a clean one at the left high post, just couldn't get the shot to fall. And the Bobcats down 21-5, second quarter. Looking for the first bucket. Urbandale got the rebound there. Brevin Phillips, right wing. Now back to the top of the key, around the perimeter. Euchre, 3, no good. Kyle Smith comes away with it. He'll bring it up himself. No numbers and a timeout. Bobcats want to make the possession count. Coach Apple takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. 21-5. Cats down on the road. 3:26 second quarter.
Honest Heating and Cooling wants you to save your hard-earned money for the holidays, not a service call. So change the batteries in your thermostat and hit that furnace filter while you're at it. Then a quick check of your furnace vent pipe to be sure it's free of debris. Do you have a carbon monoxide detector? You should, on every floor. So until the new year, Honest Heating and Cooling is offering a 10% discount on installations, low-level carbon monoxide safety equipment, and even service calls just in case. Happy holidays from Honest Heating and Cooling.
This is Tate Ring. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
21-5 are scored. Timeout for the Bobcats there by head coach Mike Apple. Talk to him coming up after the game. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to Brian Murphy, head coach for the Bobcat ladies, who fell earlier tonight 60-18. Thanks for joining us on our Friday showcase here on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game and show alerts, including Bobcat Live, which returns next Thursday night. We hope to see you there at Wayward Social. Inside Rosie's from 6 to 7. We'll talk boys and girls basketball. Also, we will talk with AD Ryan Isgrig, and we will talk band. They've got their concert coming up. Marching band, a trip to Florida as well. Bobcats with the basketball out of the timeout. Corey Smith in the paint, tries to go up with it. Call foul on Jackson Weber on a reach-in. Corey Smith at the line for 2. First one is off the back of the iron, no good. A year ago, no made free throws for Corey Smith. But Here he makes one for the Bobcats, and that's their first point of the second quarter, 21-6 trailing. Euchre Pry, there's the slam he was looking for. Brevin Phillips gets the assist from Grant Euchre, and Jayhawks up big 23-6. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Big slam right there. Corey Smith, right wing, drives in, left block out to Kyle Smith, just inside for a long two. Shot can't go. Brevin Phillips with a rebound. He'll quickly pass it up courts. And Euchre, a pretty little scoop and score right there for two. 8 for Euchre. And the Jayhawks all over the Bobcats. Corey Smith down to the left block, turns around, kicks it out to his brother Kyle. Kyle now drives baseline, loses it, feeds it. Rahelia wide open, three, skims off the iron, no good. Thomas Sullivan out the rebound, gives it to Euchre. Euchre free throw. Sullivan, give and go, can't get the shot. Now Smith with the rebound, brings it up over the timeline as he spins. Corey Smith gets it right wing over to Giannetto. And not on the same page. Giannetto back to Corey Smith, but out of bounds. The ball sails. And a turnover on the Bobcats. 25-6 our score. Wide open near side, and the long-range shot is no good, but the rebound put back by Jonathan Walker is good for two. Under a minute and a half to go before halftime. 27-6. 21. This is the largest lead of the night for Urbandale. Rahelio Sarin left block. Got the feed. Nice one from Corey Smith. But the turnaround jumper left block is no good by Rahelio Sarin. And Rahelio will head to the line. Sarin, a 75% free throw shooter a year ago for the Bobcats. Rahelio, just about as stable as they come, though. Not one of those people who, he's probably not going to dunk it. He's probably not going to hit 17 threes tonight, but he's going to do a lot of things really well for you. And there's a lot to be said about that kind of player. Did it on the football field, just a hard worker, and Rahelio, hard worker on the basketball court, too. Had a lot of rebounds last night. Didn't score any points, but helped out on the defensive rebounding side. Got beat right there by Euchre, but that's a tough ask and a tough guard. It's 29-7. Giannetto uses the glass, hangs on it, falls off left side. Urbandale with a rebound. Shot just not going. There's been some decent looks for the Bobcats tonight. Now Euchre, a three from straight on. Swish. Grant Euchre on fire, as well as a lot of the Jayhawks. Brevin Phillips as well. Giannetto up high. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds to go before halftime. Giannetto drives in down to the right block and uses the glass this time. It will go. Giannetto at 5 at halftime. Brevin Phillips, the last second shot before halftime, and that will be it for the first half. It's 32-9 at the break. Bobcats get a late bucket. That's their first field goal of the second quarter. Halftime coming up right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the furnace, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
Up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard as we take a look at the cheer squad here on the road at Urbandale. Thanks to the ladies in their support. We'll have the cheer squad on Bobcat Live coming up during the winter edition. Looking forward to that. Carter Giannetto leading the Bobcats with 5 at the break, 3 for Corey Smith, and Rogelio Sarin with 1 point at the break. That's how Bobcats have 9 of their first half points. Brevin Phillips is up there with Grant Euchre, leading scorers for the Urbandale Jayhawks, as Phillips with 10, 13 for Grant Euchre. Meanwhile, a couple guys with 2 in Calvin Flood, Jonathan Walker, and Davis Harderson. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will talk to Brian Murphy, head coach for the Marshalltown girls basketball team. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Welcome back to halftime coverage in Urbandale. Our postgame chat with head coach Brian Murphy, all presented by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. I'm Brandon Lewis. Brian Murphy along with me. Coach, boy, I tell you what, I know you can't eliminate one category, but the turnovers, you take those turnovers away. I thought the ladies played a pretty good game tonight. I thought they really did a nice job of the free throw line, 4 of 7 in the first half. Frankie Long, player of the game. I thought she did some really nice things in the paint, got some good rebounds. I thought she did a tremendous job at the free throw line, especially for a freshman. So some good things, but again, we kind of touched on it a little bit in the pregame, just about those turnovers kind of mounting. It seemed like that was kind of really the one thing that you could point to. Kind of agree?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the two things for us that we were really most focused on and frustrated that we weren't able to get a hold on them were turnovers were one, and then offensive rebounds that we gave up as well. You know, in that second quarter, I think we gave up 11 offensive rebounds alone in just that one quarter, which means that's 11 more times we had to continue to play defense. And I thought, you know, the first quarter we did a great job of jumping out and getting right into our sets and getting that energy and, you know, that combination of having to play long, extended possessions where those rebounds just stretch things out. You got to play defense. And then that started impacting the way that we were trying to break their press, where our energy wasn't there, our movement wasn't very good. So it was definitely a combination of a couple things that kind of started to compound and combined with last night's game as well.
You know, it's one thing where I think, like, Amira Johnson has done a really nice job running the point at times. You've also mixed in a few other ladies, including Millie Heitman. I thought she did a pretty good job kind of controlling the offense tonight. But I know Sarah Huffman injured. We talked about that to begin the season. Do you kind of feel like you miss a little bit of that senior presence at that guard? Because it seems like in high school it's such a important facilitator role for you.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we are still very much, I mean, we have to remind ourselves, I mean, our core, it's a lot of sophomores, you know, a couple freshmen and junior, but I mean, it's, you know, we've got a couple seniors in, but even their varsity experience hasn't been that extensive necessarily. So yeah, we're still searching for it. And, you know, honestly, Ellie is kind of our key to a lot of that. And, you know, credit to Urbandale, they did a really good job of either denying or trapping her on almost every catch and forcing our guards to try to create some space. So, you know, that definitely threw us for a loop, and it's something we're going to have to start recognizing, where when teams are that aggressive, we got to punish them by being more aggressive on our attacks.
What do you think you really learned this week about your team? I mean, 3 games in a week is always a tough task for any team.
Yep, for sure. And I think, you know, we showed flashes of, you know, tonight's first quarter was an example. Last night's third quarter was another one. You know, we have these runs where you can see everything coming together. And I think the hardest thing for a young team is recognizing that every game in basketball is going to have its ebbs and flows. The flow is going to come to you and fade away at times. And, you know, when it starts fading away, you've got to find ways to generate energy where, you know, the other night, last night it was Kinsey Bowen knocking down a couple threes, and that just turned the game around for us. And I thought in the that first quarter, you know, Frankie getting to the line, getting some and ones, that really set the tone for us, and we just couldn't find it again in the second quarter. And that's going to be our key going forward, is using those small moments to launch us and then creating them, you know, when they're not coming naturally within the flow.
I feel like that's always a harder thing to do on the road than it is at home, right? Because you don't have the crowd behind you. Sometimes you got to create your own energy because there's different atmospheres wherever you go, that kind of thing, right?
For sure, and that's where you lean heavily on your bench. And I thought our bench did a great job last night of feeding off some of that energy, and then obviously the student section helps as well. And so that's something, you know, that back-to-backs are always tough, and that's where sometimes, you know, we talk about manufacturing energy, and that's where you got to get, you know, players on the floor, players on the bench, getting everybody in and try to get everybody's energy level back where it needs to be.
Yeah, that is for sure. Next game is going to be on the road at Des Moines North on Tuesday night. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, that is Brian Murphy. Our postgame channel brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Welcome back to Urbandale for our halftime coverage. 32-9, second half just about ready to get going. We'll start it next right here on KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Hey Bobcat Nation, this is Kyle Smith. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Bobcats forced a no-good shot, got the rebound, but 3 seconds of the paint offensively, and it's a turnover back to the Jayhawks, so you have not missed anything. Still 32-9, which was our halftime score. Leading scorer, Carter Giannetto for the Bobcats in that first half, and it was Grant Euchre, the leading scorer in the first half. He had 13, now he has 16 with a three made from straight on. It's 35-9 with approaching 7 minutes to go in the third quarter here in Urbandale. Brevin Phillips forces a turnover up court quickly. Left block in the paint. Bounces a couple times on the iron, and it falls in for Jonathan Walker. He's put in his second bucket of the night. He has 4. A nice cut by the Bobcats, but that's going to be goaltending, as Brevin Phillips blocked the shot of Kyle Smith, but it was hitting the glass and on its way down towards the hoop, so that will be a bucket count right there. And yeah, that was definitely on its way back down, so that'll be goaltending and count the bucket for Kyle Smith. His first bucket of the night, 2 points now. 37-11 our score with 6.5 minutes to go third quarter. Get a scoreboard update coming up in just a little bit. Boy, the defense falls asleep backside. And it's an easy layup for Caden Burns, his first field goal of the game. He has 3 points in the game after a free throw made in the first half. Carter Giannetto trying to scoop and score inside the paint. Flails one up towards the bucket. We'll see if they give him a shooting foul or not. Caden Burns, that should be his third of the night, and it is. And 2 free throws for Giannetto. And the first one is in. A year ago for the Bobcats, a 68% free throw shooter for the Cats. Takes a bounce, and the second free throw is up and good. 7 points for Giannetto. Brevin Phillips is driving, and it looked like Corey Smith held him, and he'll pick up his second foul of the night. Brevin Phillips will be the inbound man on the near side by the Jayhawk bench. Calvin Flood got the inbounds pass. They give it to Euchre. Goes inside from the right side. Floater in the paint is good for 2. Euchre with 5 second half points. 18 in the game. Jacob Hayes bounce pass to his teammate Rogelio Sarin off of Sarin's foot. A little bit of a bad pass right there. Hayes has to check out, and Jacob Thiessen will check in for him. Bobcats now on the same page, and a turnover with 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Step back on the left elbow. No good by Euchre. Clear out to Corey Smith. Giannetto in transition. 3 is off the left side of the iron. No good. Brevin Phillips brought it up himself, feeds it down to the right block, and that's going to be a foul from behind as Thomas Solomon caught it on the right block on the feed from Brevin Phillips. And Jacob Thiessen with the push from behind. That's his third of the night. Quickly to Brevin Phillips, and that one will roll around. A little ringer for Brevin Phillips. 12 in the game. Under 5, third quarter. Spin move in the paint. Kyle Smith, late dish. Good look right there by the sophomore to find his teammate Rogelio Sarin. Sarin with 3. 43-15. Floater in the paint, no good, but it bounces right back down on the rebound to Calvin Flood, who is laying on the ground, who put up that floater. And a jump ball is going to be forced. There's that last dish by Kyle Smith to Rogelio Sarin. And just a good look. Unselfish basketball, good play. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter in Urbandale. Giannetto feeds it. Over the far side corner to Jacob Thiessen, dribbles out top of the key. Out to Corey Smith, right wing. Back to Kyle Smith, top of the key. As it poked away. Corey Smith gathers it back in. Crossover, Brevin Phillips reach it, foul. That'll be a foul on number 2 right there for the Jayhawks, a 6'6" senior. Just his first of the night. Corey Smith will inbound to Giannetto, far sideline. Giannetto gets the inbounds pass. Over to Kyle Smith as he slips and still has the basketball, but Urbandale comes away with it. And before the turnover, a timeout was apparently granted for the Bobcats. So catch a break right there. Clock stops at 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 43-15, Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
This is Corey Smith, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Urbandale. 43-15 is your score as the Bobcats are trailing the Jayhawks. Let's take a look at a Central State Bank scoreboard updates. End of the third quarter, Nevada is leading Perry 58-51. Ames is on top of Fort Dodge at halftime, 22-13. Columbus Catholic on top of East Marshall at half, 48-26. Roosevelt 38-25. Last update, they were leading there. Iowa State taking on DePaul in the Big 12 Big East battle, 57-39. Iowa State leading with 15 to go in the second. And looking at college football, I know that Oregon, they're taking on Washington. Washington's up 20-10 in the Pac-12 championship game. Last game of the championship of the Pac-12 ever. Here it's the Conference of Champions, but no more. Urbandale misses a shot, and Bobcats get a rebound. Decent wide open threes off the mark. Hits off the front, hits off the glass. Urbandale hauls in the rebound. Rogelio Sarin, good defense on the far side, guarding Jonathan Walker. A drive down to the right block by Calvin Flood, shot down as he kicks it back out to Riley. And jumper inside, no good by Urbandale. Kyle Smith with the rebound, up to Rogelio Sarin, left block, uses a nice cut, puts a shot up. It's no good, but a foul's going to be called on Thomas Sullivan. Salmon picks up the second of the night. And it sends Rogelio Sarin to the free throw strike. And the first one for Rogelio is good. Rogelio now 2 of 3 at the line on the night. And he's now 3 of 4. Good job at the line right there by Sarin as he checks out. Looks like Jacob Hayes is checked back in for the Bobcats. Good job by Giannetto from behind as he came from behind on Calvin Flood, who brought it up to the left block. Trying to go coast to coast, pokes it out of bounds. That will at least slow things down. Clock stopped at 2:55 in the third quarter. Bobcats trailing 43-17. Crossover by Arjan, and he kicks it to top of the key to Riley. Arjan now gets it back, drives in, hook shot from inside, no good. Rebound Kyle Smith. Giannetto plays it up. And it looks like we're going to have a reaching foul. Ball was played up to Jacob Hayes. And Salmon will pick up his third of the night. Giannetto will get ready to inbound baseline right side. Catch and shoot, got the feed from Giannetto. Kyle Smith hits the shot. First 3 of the night made for the Bobcats by Kyle Smith. Giannetto hit one back in the first quarter. Other than that, just the 2 threes made here tonight for the Bobcats. Urbandale last to touch that basketball after a missed shot. So the Bobcats get it back. And actually, no, they do say that it was off of Urbandale. I thought initially indicated it was Bobcat basketball, but Urbandale will keep it. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. And a pass late. It is tipped out of bounds by Thiessen. Trying to go down to the right block to Jonathan Walker, but just a little bit out of his reach. And poked away, obviously, to not let him easily make that play. Arterson gets the inbounds. They push it back to Euchre at the top of the key. Shot clock was winding down. Kyle Smith gets the turnover layup as he breaks away. It's good for 2 by Kyle Smith. And on the inbound play, I think we have a foul on the Bobcats. Yeah, Jacob Thiessen in danger of fouling out here tonight as he is going to pick up his 4th right there on that inbound play. So 43-22, 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Urbandale with the basketball in the backcourt. Get it into Keen Riley, and he's guarded by Giannetto. Giannetto's going to pick up a foul. That'll be the 14th foul on the Bobcats. Giannetto's first of the night. Drive baseline, shot skims off. Urbandale gets the rebound. Darjian not able to hit that runner. Now Euchre, left-handed layup on the left side is good for Euchre. 45-22, Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats. 1:11, third quarter. It's the Friday Showcase.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
My name's Carter Giannetto, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
45-22, Bobcats down to the Urbandale Jayhawks tonight. Coming up after the game, we'll talk to head coach Michael Apple. We'll also have our Bobcat player of the game, the boys game, all brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown. Visit Calvin Rocket pre or post game. Kyle Smith, nice spin move off the glass inside for two as Corey Smith picks up his second bucket of the night. Now the Bobcats get a turnover. Kyle Smith got it, and he's going to be fouled from behind, and that will be free throws his way. Two coming. As a foul will be on number 5 in Grant Euchre. It's his first of the night. Sophomore at the line. And nothing but that. Kyle Smith quiet in the first half. He has 6 points in the third quarter here. And now 7 after the 2 made free throws. Euchre gets the inbound pass. Gives it back to Harderson. Brings it up court. Swings it out near side corner. Keen Riley travels with it, and it's back to the Bobcats with 44 seconds to go third quarter. Bobcats have come alive here in the third quarter offensively. Only made 3 shots in the first half. Have made 5 here in the second half, including 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Shot can't fall for Corey Smith, but now Kyle Smith gets a turnover, takes a 3, it pops in and out, no good. 21 seconds to go. Now another turnover, nice job. Corey Smith gets it to his brother Kyle Smith for 2 as he uses the glass. I don't know what Coach Apple said at halftime, but a little bit of a wake-up call for the Bobcats here. 4 seconds to go, 3 seconds. Euchre takes 1 dribble, steps to the side, 3 won't go. Bobcats have fought their way back into this one a little bit. It's 45-28. We head to the fourth quarter at Urbandale next on KFJB-TV.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
My name is Rogelio Soren, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
45-28 is our score as we head to the fourth quarter. And how about that? Kyle Smith missed the shots and then hustled in, stole it away. And then Kyle Smith fed it back to his brother, got the shot to go. How about that? Teamwork makes the dream work. And the Bobcats get the bucket. Newton is up on Indianola, 32-31. I think that Newton team is going to be pretty decent this year. That is for sure. As right now, the end of the third quarter as well. Lincoln is on top of Des Moines East, 53-49. Roosevelt leading Des Moines North, 59-45. The final tonight, Roland Story takes down West Marshall, 74-44. That is a Central State Bank scoreboard update here on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and follow along. Get upcoming game alerts to Bobcat Athletics. Brandon Lewis with you in Urbandale tonight. Final quarter of action tonight. Bobcats turn it over. Giannetto is trying to scramble to get it back. Euchre breakaway, and the layup is good as Corey Smith swats at it and misses the Euchre shot. Ginetto right wing with the basketball. Right high post, fakes the shot, goes up with it, can't get it to go, and that one looks like it's going to be out of bounds on, good call right there. They reverse it as it will be Bobcat basketball. Ginetto will inbound, near side corner. Bounce pass into Rogelio Sarin. Sarin drives down a left block. Spin move inside. Step in between a few Urbandale Jayhawks, and he gets the bucket to go. Rogelio Sarin with a nice play. 7 minutes to go in Urbandale. Bobcats have cut it back down to a 17-point game. They trailed by over 25 points earlier in this one. Nearly 30, I believe, was the lead. But an answer right back by Euchre for two. Kyle Smith, left side of the paint. Hesitation move, up and under. Good for two by Kyle Smith. Corey Smith, excuse me. 7 for Corey Smith tonight. Hold on Rogelio Sarin as Brevin Phillips started the drive. Not going to give him the shot. Second of the night on Rogelio. An easy play right there. Brevin Phillips gets the assist as Caden Burns is his second bucket of the second half. Bobcats throw it away. Fast break. Euchre, and he uses the right hand on the left side to beat the defense. Euchre with 6 quick points here in the fourth quarter. 53-32. Jayhawks on top of the Bobcats. Kyle Smith up high. Brevin Phillips bumps him. That'll be a foul. Blocking foul right there on the Jayhawks. Corey Smith will inbound right by the scorer's table into the backcourt to Ginetto. Cross-court pass from Hayes over to Kyle Smith. 3 wide out. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Burns. And the clock ticks at under 5.5 minutes to go. Euchre drops off to Burns, but he's fouled on the way down to the left block. Jacob Hayes picks up the fouls first of the night for the Bobcats. Davis Ragland's going to check in for Jacob Hayes. Three by Euchre is off the mark. Brevin Phillips, right wing 3 is no good. And that looked like that was possibly off of Jonathan Walker as he reached over the top of Kyle Smith, but they say Smith is the one who touched it last. Bounce pass into Euchre, fouled on his way up by Corey Smith. A couple of free throws coming his way. Bobcats got it down to 17 here in the second half, but it's back up to a 21-point lead right now for the Jayhawks. And Euchre at the line for the third time tonight, and he is a perfect 5 of 5 so far. Now 6 of 6 at the strike. 5 minutes to go in Urbandale. Bobcats trailing 55-32. Ragland to Giannetto. Left wing, drives baseline, kicks, far side corner. Corey Smith, three, and it pops in and out. No good. Ragland rebound, putback is good. And Davis Ragland with his first bucket of the season for the Bobcats. As the junior at 6 foot is checked in and gets the point. Now Kyle Smith, a reaching foul, and shakes his head no as he was guarding on Grant Euchre. Brevin Phillips inbounds to Calvin Flood. Flood to Euchre. Euchre kind of looking off like he was going to pass the ball. Kyle Smith gave him some room, and he pulled up for the three, which rattles in and out. Spin move. Gets Phillips off of his feet. Gets a shot block, though. Kyle Smith has a shot blocked by Jonathan Walker. And Urbandale has it back with 4 to go. Beautiful play. Phillips finds his teammate in Caden Burns for the finish on the left block. Three by Corey Smith to try to answer, and it goes in and out. And just a lot of shots just not going for the Bobcats tonight. Not for lack of hustle, though. Corey Smith with a nice defensive forced turnover. He passes up to Kyle Smith, but it bounces on the sideline right in front of the Bobcat bench. And that one will be a turnover on the Bobcats, out of bounds. And we'll take a quick timeout. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Hey, Bobcat Nation. It's Jacob Hayes. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Urbandale. Rahelio Sarin with a three. Hits the bottom of the net, but did not go through on the way. Brevin Phillips just set up his teammate in Thomas Solomon as we're away for a 2-point bucket. And now inside working for a bucket is number 10, Jackson Weber. His first of the game. And there's a tough play inside. And it's hitting the deck is Ryan Schmidt. He'll go to the line for 2. Senior at 6 foot heads to the line for the Bobcats. That one is strong for Schmidt. And the Bobcats going to clear the bench with 2:43 to go in Urbandale. 61-34 the score. Tatering is into the game. Gatliel Jor. Will Swartz also checking in for the Bobcats. Officials make sure that some of the Urbandale players properly check in there. That's the delay. Schmidt with the second half of the 2 free throws, and that one's nothing but net. So Schmidt gets his first point of the season for the Bobcats, making it 61-35, 2:43 to go in the game. Keen Riley running the point, hands off to Mitchell Kloss. Now working around the perimeter. Blaine Landeros is now checked in for the Bobcats after Ryan Schmidt made the free throw. So Landeros playing now. 61-35. Foul's going to come in on the Bobcats. I believe Landeros picks up the foul. Will Swartz actually picks it up. And so Will Swartz, his first foul of the night. at the line. First free throw is no good by Turner Brown. Free throws no good by Turner Brown. Bobcats get the rebound. Gatliel Jor will run the point. Looks like there's going to be a reach-in foul. And the foul's on Keen Riley. Jor will get the inbound for the Bobcats. Hands off to Tate Ring. Ring lost it. And then a foul's going to be called as they just bumped into Mitchell Kloss. Not really any big intent, but Tate Ring will pick up the foul. Kloss heads to the line for the 2 free throws. And the first one is no good. Second half, Kloss hangs on the iron, no good. Swartz got the rebound but lost it out of bounds. Urbandale with the basketball. Riley will inbound baseline right side. Catch and shoot, getting the feed. It skims off the iron. Turner Brown can't get that 3 to go as it's off the right side of the iron. 2:02 to go in the basketball game. 61-35, Bobcats trailing here on KFJB-TV. Gatliel Jor, right wing with the basketball. Swings it over to Tate Ring. Down to the left block. Tate Ring loses the basketball. And that one was out of bounds on the baseline. Official didn't see it right in front of him, though. And now Tate Ring forces a turnover. Schmidt to Gatliel Jor. Jor. And a blocking foul on Keen Riley, a blocking foul. It's the most animated I've seen the official tonight with 1:22 to go in the game. And now we've got a hockey line change. Caden Sturgill will check in. Looks like Turquani as well for Urbandale. Gatliel Jor. Jose Vargas is also checked in for the Bobcats. Jor lets it soar from the left wing, no good. Layup, no good by Caden Sturgill. And it did go out of bounds. Last touch by Urbandale. The Bobcat. Well, actually, it is going to be Urbandale basketball. So Sturgill will inbound on the far side to Mitchell Kloss. Gatliel Jor reads a pass, and he steps out of bounds on the near sideline after making the steal. And the Jayhawks get it back. 52 seconds remaining in this one. Urbandale at the right wing. Blake France feeds it down to Kwani. Now back to France. Now back to Kwani. Kwani kicks. 3. No good. And Urbandale gets an offensive rebound with the reserves in. Kloss kicks to Kwani. Good for 2. Junior gets his first bucket of the season right there for Urbandale. Tate Ring get the feed to Swartz. Can't get the shot to fall. And the final seconds will run out. That'll do it in Urbandale. 63-35 is our final score. Urbandale improves to 1-1. Bobcats drop to 0-3 on their opening week of the season. A tough one for the Cats. They'll take the weekend off before North on Tuesday night. We'll visit with head coach Mike Apple, as well as name our Bobcat player of the game, and we'll recap this one tonight in Urbandale on KFJB-TV.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a... This is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Bobcats fall big tonight on the road, 63-35 in Urbandale. Jayhawks are now 1-1 on the season. Bobcats drop to 0-3 following the loss. Leading scorer for the Bobcats in that first half was Carter Giannetto, but he had just 2 points in the second half, and so he finishes with 7 here tonight. 7 here tonight for Rogelio Serra, and he really played nice in the second half. 7 for Corey Smith, who had 4 of his 7 in the second half. Bobcats really came alive in that third quarter especially. Kyle Smith was part of helping get the Bobcats back alive in this one, as he finishes with 11 points, 1 for Ryan Schmidt and 2 points for Davis Ragland, as that's on way for the 35 points for the Bobcats. Meanwhile, 28 points for Grant Euchre, as he finishes with a big second half to give them that 28 points. 12 for Brevin Phillips. He had a big first half with 10. 2 for Calvin Flood tonight. 4 for Jonathan Walker. 2 points for Davis Harderson. Thomas Solomon played well defensively, but he only finishes with 3 points in the game, and 7 points for Caden Burns. So again, 11 points. Kyle Smith, leading scorer for the Bobcats tonight. 63-35, our final score. This is a Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
Back in at Urbandale High School on the Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV. 63-35, once again the final score from tonight, as it's now time to name our Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill player of the game. As visit Calvin Rocket pre or post game tonight. Well, I just thought he was out there working hard tonight. Rogelio Sarin finishes with 7 points tonight, but I thought he did a nice job rebounding and defense, that hustle aspect, as coaches come to expect from Rogelio Sarin, the senior for the Bobcats. He is our player of the game tonight, as the Bobcats do fall to 0-3 on the season with the 63-35 loss. That's our Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill player of the game. Each week, Calvin Rocket awards a free handheld to the Bobcat player of the game. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll get you a scoreboard update when we come back right here on KFJB-TV.
Hey Bobcats, this is Garrett with Calvin Rocket. I'm happy to partner up with KFJB and continue the tradition of Bobcat Player of the Week. Follow us on social media for all your Calvin favorites, news specials, and exciting news that's coming down the road. Stop on in and give us a try. We're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., and starting September 10th, we'll be open on Sundays for the start of the NFL season. We'll see you at Calvin Rocket, and go Bobcats.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Pence Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Pence Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Regional scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Finals from boys action tonight. Lincoln tops Des Moines East 69-59. Roland Story just took down West Marshall tonight 74-44. Columbus Catholic on top of East Marshall, 69-67. Boy, that one really came down to the wire tonight. Roosevelt tops North, 78-64. Ames and Fort Dodge were close early, but Ames pulls away 67-34. Nevada 81-74 over Perry. Newton 47-39. That's a big win for Newton. They take down Indianola. And, Newton lost a lot from last year's team, but, boy, I tell you what, they've got a pretty good team going. We'll keep an eye on them this season. Ankeny tops Johnston 51-45. Even though Johnston hit the transfer portal hard this offseason, it has not really, I guess, paid off right there as Ankeny takes it to him. Dowling tops Centennial in boys basketball 79-64. That is our final scores from around the area and our regional scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Now joined by head coach for the Marshalltown Bobcats on our locker room report. Post-game chat with Coach, all brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. Coach, 63-35, the final score. But I tell you what, I'm not sure what your message was kind of at halftime, but your team in that third quarter really started to come alive. Thought that you did some really good things in that third quarter to kind of set it up. I know they had some reserves in. You did too in the fourth quarter, but I thought the effort was definitely more where it needs to be in the second half. Your thoughts, or what did you say to your team?
Yeah, for the most part, I thought our effort was good. The whole game, I thought we were more focused and ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half, we got a little more aggressive to the rim at times. I thought Corey had some good drives, Carter as well, and that's big for us, and allows us to do a lot of different things. Obviously, if you get guys to the rim.
Kyle Smith, it was one of those plays. We looked at the replay. He misses a shot. And then Urbandale gets it, but he hustles, steals it away, and then Corey Smith got it back, fed it to his brother Kyle. They got a play there. I mean, it's just those effort plays. As we take a look at the replay right here, is he missed that three, but those are just good plays that when you start to see some of those really pile up, that's when you're going to be able to be the most effective.
Absolutely, and when we're struggling with score like we are, getting turnovers like that and laying it in, it helps you get in a rhythm and helps you get baskets as well. So just good to see from them, being aggressive full court there and pressing and timing it right to make some steals.
Rogelio Sarin, I thought has played really well this season, stepping up into a much larger role than we've seen from him in the past. He was our player of the game tonight. He scored 7 points, but it wasn't just that. I thought he did a nice job rebounding, and I thought he did a really good job defensively.
Yeah. Really, Rose is a guy that's going to work hard, and he's a lot of times has to guard their biggest guy, and that's a tough task, when we don't have a lot of size. So, just good effort by Rowe, and he's continuing to work hard. We've had a couple of hard losses here, but guys are trying to keep working hard, and we're asking what we're doing.
I thought there was times tonight where you had clean looks and the shots just were not going. Sports can be one of the most contagious things, right? When the shot's going, it's going. When it's not, it's not. Is it kind of early season where, maybe you're just trying to work out that funk and trying to get it? You just feel like guys just need to get right with their shot?
It's I tell you what, this is a really hard first week for us. We shot it pretty well against Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
We played extremely hard against them. And then Thursday, we kind of came in against Newton with not quite the right mindset of how we needed to approach a game, and then they took it to us, and then we had to play tonight. So just the combination of things. I don't want to make excuses, but it is hard, kind of a hard start here for us. So, the message is really teams aren't like scoring a crazy amount of points against us. We're just having a really hard time scoring the ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do score it, a lot of times it's off of offensive rebounds and getting to the lane off of dribble drive penetration. So those are two areas we're really going to focus on to improve, going forward into next week and focus on those things. And I know we'll do a lot better job of it next week. Our guys are great about coming in and ready to work and having good attitudes.
Yeah, you take on the North Polar Bears, another road trip on the road there, but you kind of mentioned a little bit about what you want to work on in the next couple of days. I'm sure a little bit of rest won't hurt anything as well, right?
That has a lot to do with it, obviously.
I noticed missing that Lamar Johnson aspect tonight.
Got hurt last night, and he's a big part of what we do as well. But offensively, that second half, we're trying to implement a few new things where we're moving the ball first and they're cutting through. And I really liked what we saw, or the coaching staff really liked what we saw as far as that goes. So, we'll be okay. It's not a great start to the season by any means, but it's a long season. So it's about what do we learn from this? How do we move forward? And be ready for next week.
Yeah, sounds good, Coach. We'll talk to you Tuesday night.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach Michael Apple and our Laurel Diesel Services post-game chat right here on KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
One final time in Urbandale. Welcome back into the Locker Room Report. Bobcat ladies fall earlier tonight by a final score of 60-18, and the guys drop this one 63-35. As the Bobcats go winless this week on the boys and girls side, hopefully reverse that coming up Tuesday night. That'll be our next broadcast, as it will be a Super Tuesday from the Des Moines Metro, as the Polar Bears will host your Marshalltown Bobcats. Coverage from the boys game starts at 7:15 here on KFJB-TV and News Talk 1230 KFJB AM 93.9 FM. Thanks so much to our staff here tonight, as our KFJB-TV crew, Jesse DeMeyer, Keith Stewart on camera work, Todd Steinkamp, our producer, the one and only Jeff Brooks. That's right, his wife thinks his tractor's sexy, that is for sure. As I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Friday night. You've been watching Bobcat basketball right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV was brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank.